I don't want to come to my wife with 100 bodies on my body. Like,
that's so interesting.
Yeah.
I would never have thought you'd say that.
No, but
especially a lover boy like you, you know, like that Falling is a song that
I feel like
someone who really wants to whine you can use that song to finish your life.
Don't confuse lover boys with hoes. There's a lot of niggas that just hoes. They just like girls. And see, you know what? I'm not gonna call them hoes. There's a lot of niggas that just like girls.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, all. Bounce is hot. I'm so hot.
Oh, you guys, the bounce, the heat is in the brain of the bounce.
Yes, you're about to switch up.
Yes.
It's so hot.
We have a guest today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name is Lojay and I'm an artist and a producer from Lagos, Nigeria. And I'm about to say what I'm about to say.
Exactly.
Lovely. I like your necklace a lot.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Even your outfit's very cool.
Did you choose
it?
Yeah,
Are you sure? I'm into these jeans.
I'm serious.
You styled yourself.
Jeans.
Normally, I would say if I have like a stylist.
Okay.
I feel like if we were the same side, I would have collected these jeans.
Boot coat, have you?
Yeah.
She actually hates men wearing boot cut jeans, by the way.
No, they're
flare.
flare.
They are not boot cuts.
They're
boot
flare.
coats.
No, if they're boot cuts, I'd have had to call you out immediately. I'd ask that, please, who brought this fellow?
You don't like men wearing boot coats?
No, it's a real issue for me. It's a neck.
Why?
No, like she has...
Have you ever seen someone look nice in boot cut jeans?
I look nice right now.
These aren't boot cut jeans. These are flare jeans. You see, even you gone. You're not aware. You're not aware of the situation.
I just wear what I like, man.
And hi, what did you do over the weekend?
Shit. Can I swear on here?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I can't remember I can remember parts of it.
Sorry, is there a reason you can't remember what you did over the last 3 business days?
Just a blur.
Okay.
Hello.
But then...
you had a good time then. Was that kind of blur? Or?
It was a mix, to be honest.
Okay.
To be honest, because there was a little bit of stress. There was a little bit of Lagos going on. But aside that, it was good.
Yeah.
How was yours?
It was okay. I didn't do anything on Friday, my friend turned 40.
Oh, interesting.
And she had a really lovely party. Shaliwa.
That looks so fun, actually.
Yes. She had an R&B themed party.
Oh, wow.
She takes it very serious. Her and her sister love R&B.
That's sick.
Her husband and the rest of us, well.
Who did you go as?
No, so that's the thing. We weren't allowed to dress like as that. But it was just like that was the theme. So that was the music and the decor. And she had all these it was very cute. But it was also a lot of fun. So Shaliwa is really she's the smiliest, kindest. I don't know how to explain. She's genuinely one of those really warm, nice people. Yeah. So people really, really like her. It was a very nice party. But I will say that 40 plus Nigerian men don't give a damn what the dress code is.
They're wearing trad.
They're trad?
They're wearing trad. They're wearing trad.
Really?
No, you don't get
Theme, okay.
I think I've seen Nigerian men wearing trad on the beach.
Theme?
No, that's not true.
Yes?
That's absolutely true.
Theme, okay. What's their own with theme?
Like, is that how...
I've seen men as in on life jackets on trad. Yeah.
Theme? What's their own with it?
That's different though.
But it was just really, really nice. It was a lot of fun.
Did you get a gift?
No.
Why?
I'll get her something else later.
You're not like a gift giver?
I am. But
But
it just depends on the time.
I
Not
don't
to your
know. It
party.
feels weird. I would appreciate it if people did that. Actually,
Well, at your
lying.
party?
My party, people brought gifts. Yeah,
Are you-
mostly cartons of Ribena.
When was yours?
January. But I deeply appreciated that because
Mostly cartons of Ribena.
it's
Why?
very important to my life. Can't
Really?
explain. Yeah,
You seem very opinionated about the things you're opinionated about.
That's why we
Ribena.
have a whole
Ribena,
podcast. Like, what do you
No,
think is
I'm
happening
just
there?
so, okay, who are people that are not down with Ribena?
I mean, I'm sure there are people.
Nah, they
I'm
can't.
a
No,
Capricorn
just-
guy though.
Oh, I can't remember.
Have you
last time
seen
I
the
had
new one?
Capricorn.
The one that Tinubu has slim
apparently
fit.
it's bad.
No, the
I
skinny
don't wanna
one.
try
The
it.
skinny one.
Are you serious?
It's
It's
smaller.
like
Nah.
a skinny.
It's slim. There's
bottle.
I think they had
I
that
feel like
sense,
3
though.
sips, you're done.
They had that sense though.
Really?
Yeah,
not
it's
this.
not
It's not.
Tinubu.
Trust me. When you see it, you'll be shocked.
It's smaller than
It's
before.
tiny. It's like
It's crazy. No, I'm very into Ribena.
It's tiny. I really like Ribena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
that's enough.
But that was all. It was like a really good party on Friday. Saturday, I didn't do anything. And then on Sunday, 2 of my friends' moms turned 60.
So more party.
I was supposed to, and we were both supposed to go to both of them. Fakemi is a trooper, so she made it to the 2. The first one, I literally was turning in because he doesn't live far from me. So I was turning into his road and I just saw what looked like traffic. Serious traffic to get. I turned back. I turned back as I go into the other party. But Fakemi made it to the two. And the second one was nice.
I had to get down from my car.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I got out just before. I saw it and turned back quickly enough that I didn't get stuck in there. Because if not, and I didn't ask my driver to come, so I drive myself on Sundays.
That is like a key. If you were driving, like when I was leaving the first party, one of our friends, Falayan, was parking and I saw him like trying to navigate.
Oh, no.
I called him on the phone that I can see what's happening to you. And I'm sorry. Yeah. So I don't, as a rule, I don't drive in Lagos except in emergencies.
I can't lie, that's me too.
I don't mind it.
Except it depends on where Sundays or maybe very, very short trips.
I said I mind it.
I really don't think you should be driving yourself anymore.
I don't think so at all.
I don't drive.
I don't think you should be doing that.
Why?
I just think it's not like in your personal best interest. Yeah. So to be driving yourself. Because I can't imagine like you think it's like a quick thing. And then somebody recognizes you. And now you can't easily just leave.
No, but if someone recognizes me, I'm driving.
Fair. I mean, it's not bad. Some people like it, but I always ask that. Like, I don't get why. All my friends are celebrities. I'm like, I don't understand what they're doing.
I'm like driving themselves. I think you should. I think it takes extra
your friends
effort.
Be driving themselves?
Some of them, sometimes, once in a while.
Of them, yeah. And I'm always like, this is very interesting because now you're like. You and the parking attendant. You're searching for parking. And the parking attendant wants to take a picture.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Instead of directing you to the parking spot, he has started rapping.
But also
he has started singing, and we're like, bro,
exactly. And depending on where you are, it's like it's not just the one person.
The
so
crowd
they recognize you,
gather.
they shout your name, and people just start appearing. I know the way Lagos is. You don't realize how many people are just hanging around until there are like 50 people.
All of a sudden, I try to remember how much cash you have so that you can dispel. And I'm just like...
You know, that's very crazy because I've come to realize that like, especially now, like, I just need to have cash.
Yes.
Everywhere.
You actually do.
Yes.
It's very,
like,
very, very important.
Everywhere. Like,
yes.
If I have like 200, 300K in my car right now, like within like a weekend, maybe less.
Yes, no.
You can finish.
No, it's bad. I went out. I can't remember. I went out with Fowls. We went to eat one day. When I was leaving, I don't even know where all of those people came from. Plus the staff of the restaurant. Plus, next thing, he just started bringing out different cash. I said, where did you have this? He said that, Omo, if he doesn't have the number of transfer he will do in this place,
Same
and people will
AG.
wait. People will wait. Let me
wait.
do transfer. Each of them will stand. Because obviously they don't all know each other. So maybe there's a group of 3 that you can send money to one. And the cash, I was just like, this is so crazy. Because also if he doesn't give them, it's so somehow.
It seems somehow.
It is somehow because,
Is it though?
No,
it is. I can't lie, it is. I can't lie, it is.
It is.
Is it though?
This is one of those things that I'm like, let me not lie somehow.
Because like, especially as an artist, like I can't say for a fact every artist I know has the ability to give.
Yeah.
So it's like if you
like
do
how
have
much
the
is
ability
the
to give,
money
especially when you're dealing with like people that actually like support you.
One, and also like what it means to you is, what it means to them is probably 10, 50 times more than what it means to you.
That's what I'm saying. Like to you, it's like,
yeah.
Also, I just feel like they're hailing you. Like, I mean, if it's people disturbing you, like
It's
boys,
one
like
thing.
it's one thing. But like people that are excited, I just feel like,
yeah, I think I don't know. It's really interesting because if
there's an entitlement, which
so
is
a friend of mine and I were talking. A couple of our friends before you guys got there were talking about how like there's like a new. Soji was talking about how there's like a new form of entitled begging that he doesn't understand.
Well,
so it's one thing for people to say, oh, I need help.
Yeah.
It's another thing for strangers to say, you won't help me. Those are two very different. He's like, those are two very different things. And then you start to feel somehow, but not even in a, oh, this person needs help and I can do something and I should do something about it. Almost like you're being shaken down. And it's very, very different. So it's like and it's not just like, it's one thing if it's family, because you can understand like family feels entitled to your stuff and you can do the math there. But he's like, which one is, I just landed and you're in the airport. Bro, what are you talking about? Or you didn't even help me park my car. I came down and now you're disturbing me.
Do you know what I can't forget is, where were we going? When we were going to London and the customs lady stopped us, took a picture, and then was like, you people cannot pass. You have to give us money. And I just thought, sis, I thought we were on the same page.
No,
Maybe you just said, oh, my girls, let's take a picture. Next thing, you're asking me for money. I said, what about your girls?
She just started saying it loud.
She just saying it loud. So
that other people will hear.
And I was thought, just like, Kanye, this is a wicked. And she first took the picture so that at least she has gotten her own out of it. Now she's on to business.
Yeah, I don't know. Is really that thing he said? It was so funny because he gave like a couple of examples that happened to him in the last 2 days that are crazy. Baba, an extended relative, where he parked his car. And there was just this assumption. I know one thing about Lagosians, we're all good at looking really good. You can't know that somebody's suffering. You don't know if you don't have money.
Yeah.
You don't know if I'm actually a chronic
this
debtor.
Is one of those things, unfortunately. I think men suffer a lot more because what's Kuku my business? By the time you don't talk mama 20 times. Okay, I could.
No, you know what's funny? Bro, there's pressure on both sides. Now.
It's not the same for like for this context of like especially boys on the road. It's not the same. It's not really.
It's not the same.
Yeah. They would sooner let me go than any average person.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I mean, I know a lot of girls, they be scared in situations like that.
Scared?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Let me teach you guys how to get this done. I don't know why people do it. Do you know how I get through police
how?
roadblocks? Good. Starts. You're the policeman.
Madam?
Officer, thank God. I've seen you today.
I don't even talk.
God. I see the way you're laughing. This is what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Came in every single time.
You have to wind them back.
I just say, thank God they're here. Officer, press me 2K.
You have to wind them.
I promise
because
you.
Because what they say,
you can never talk.
Happy weekend. I said, you see, sir, my weekend is not even going well. Anything for me?
Bro, I can't lie. I had a friend of mine.
By the time you're already asking, it's so somehow for them to
just start laughing and they tell me to get out with my stupid car. They always say, man, go. See ya, nonsense woman.
I had a friend of mine call me by maybe 9 a.m. in the morning and she was crying. Because police harassed her.
Oh, wow.
Like daylight.
Fair enough, but it depends on where you are.
It happens.
This one is island police.
This was island.
I know, me, when I go to Milan, I don't drag anything with them. I don't discuss.
No, you're talking about Ologo. I'll talk about Ikoyi, bro.
No, but
if they stop me in Ologo, I'll say, officer, good evening, sir.
The Ikoyi ones, they're nice now. This ones are kind.
Yes, that's why I can try that rubbish. If they stop me,
let's all
in Ologo.
Which one is Ologo that you'll be saying, why press me? Nobody press you too.
They will bust my tire and I won't believe it.
There's no love, Aja, Chevron.
No. You have to know where you are.
You know where you are.
You have to know where you are.
No,
it's all this VI. We're laughing with them into that laughing. Everybody's all having a jolly time.
God, what?
But see, Nigeria just have police and money.
Yeah.
But isn't that sad? That's so sad.
But it's just the fact. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, I want to say about Sunday that, look, I feel like as we get older, this thing of multiple events is not
you don't have the bandwidth
the bandwidth.
You just went to 2 parties back to back.
I know, that's why I'm complaining and sad. That's why first of all, I didn't even do it properly because in my mind I was forming Sunday. Normally I should be resting, but because I'm not resting, one of my friends came to my house on Saturday. By the time she left, another person came. It was 2 a.m. that everybody left. And I was just like, well, now that I'm not sleeping, what's the point? And then Sunday just went on and on. And the other thing is, what I now realized is that this is actually the domain of our parents. Because the way my mom was moving through, there were 2 people that had success and they have friends. She first went to one's church service. Then she went home. She changed for the second one's party. Then she changed and I was just like, girl, what's happening? She was not calling me. Are you not here yet? Where are you?
They know exactly how to get it done.
Babe, I don't understand how you've already... By the time I got there, I was like, how have you left? She was like, listen, you just need to go, you greet, you take pictures, you go, you're out.
Yeah.
But she doesn't do it as much. She doesn't do it as Oh,
sorry. Mom goes out more than her.
She goes out every... Look,
so you're snoozing.
She's outside. Even my grandma goes out more than me. She's out. No, they're outside.
They've learned how to do it differently. The only friend I know, our age group, he works in that space. So on a weekend, he might have 4. He might have 2 weddings, 1 50th, 1, and he goes for everything. And what he taught me was, he said, you come in and you go around twice. So you say hi to the celebrant the first time, you go around, say hi to a bunch of people, say hi to the celebrant the second time, you go around again. So people think they saw you
like a lot.
But
And
you
then
are
also
literally there
you
for
must
30
have
minutes.
the content. Like people have to take
Interesting.
pictures of you with you. They must tag you. Your story must be full.
You must have
So
a
like,
shimmy.
as in I went there. Like you must have a brief dance, a little shimmy with the celebrant. Very key.
He said people would think you are there for
I'm
like
telling
4
you.
hours, but
So
you
wait.
are there for 30 minutes.
Is Owambe I mean, it is a culture in Nigeria, but
Yes.
like,
It
do people
is.
go there damn near professionally? Like, because I know some people that be going like
I have a
Every
wedding
week.
every week in
May. Same.
Every single week.
Every weekend in May.
Yeah.
I have a wedding.
I've not
And
been to a
like a
wedding in,
try, like I know
a year
one bear
plus.
wedding. So
Every week in May.
it's professional.
That's crazy.
And the only one, there's only one wedding where the bride and groom will be upset with me. If
I don't think I have the social battery for that, man.
It will shock you.
You will charge yourself. You will have it.
Like
It will
Don't
shock
worry.
you.
Don't
the wedding
worry
every
yourself.
week.
But I think that's how we feel when we see you guys doing shows.
Exactly. This
every
is
day.
how I
I could
feel
do that.
about. This is how I feel
I could
about
do that.
multiple, like going multiple shows a night.
Midnight,
That
yeah.
I'm like, okay, I don't understand how you are doing that. Going to a party.
love
Imagine you're even performing. What are my duties at the party? Yesterday, now that I was even complaining, I'm so tired. Okay, when I got to the first party, I greeted everybody. I sat down. I started drinking. As soon as I got there, do you want champagne? Do you want cocktails? Yes. I sat down. Everybody said, oh, try this chicken. Try this. I asked for food. I was sitting down. We're gisting as friends. What's my work again?
I feel like you get to a certain age where like what you like money and all that thing, it don't matter. Like what matters is your family. Oh, these are my children. Oh, this is my
Excuse
first son.
me.
This is here. My dad is there.
No.
I'm not with you.
I don't know, but I just because I realized that like a lot of people in that generation,
Mhm.
that's what
Let me
they
tell
pride
you what it
themselves
is.
in.
Nigerians love greeting. There's nothing in their lives. When I came, I went one way and I saw the people that way. She was now in the corners, in the edges, on the front, the back. I said, sis,
Greeting.
there's a reason why when I came, I passed through once. I went upstairs to the young people.
She brought you
now
for your
want to
second round
carry
now.
me around. She said, yeah, because as she goes around like this, she's leaving. So let's not be as if. So now everybody's seeing what her children, the whole family is here. And it works because as soon as we greeted everybody
I think
very dynamically, she was
Do
out.
you used to go out with your parents?
Out.
Like anyway.
Nah.
You
I
see,
swear.
if you're all about family, why
Yeah.
don't you follow them?
No, like I'm about my family, but like I'll be like at the family events, like family like parties and
You're saying
like,
I'm
family
saying
party.
this
Do you have an
somebody
option?
else's- This somebody else's
exactly.
party.
That's where
We meant
that's
somebody
where-
else.
This
else's
somebody
own.
else's party
Nah,
of which
I
we
ain't do
didn't
that.
even come together.
I remember my dad invited me once for like a party for like one of his friends' mom, and apparently the woman like the friend's mom was really like a fan, but I wasn't even around. Like I wasn't in Nigeria. That was like the only
Oh my
opportunity I
gosh.
probably
Do
had.
your parents do? Because I have a friend who is not even a musician, a DJ, and their parents do this thing where when they get to the party, oh yeah, play now.
Eh? No, you know one funny thing? When it comes to my dad, he knows I'm very strict about that.
So
When it
he
comes to
can't
my
tell you,
parents,
go and come
He
and
knows you
sing.
disgrace
try
him.
it.
So he can't call you on
Because-
FaceTime. Where you calling?
I will tell you, I will just embarrass you right there. Like, and so no. But in terms of like, oh, he would probably ask me. Like my parents probably asked me.
The one I had to tell my dad off for is people would literally say they're a fan of the podcast or something. That's fine. I don't know when my dad became our manager that he'll be sending people's number. This young lady works with blah, blah, blah. Very inspiring. I think she'll make a great guest.
I can't relate.
Now, if it was only that he was thinking, wouldn't it be good? Only for me to get
You
a
tell
text.
them.
Hi, Jola. Got your number from your dad. I almost want to say I'm a bastard.
No,
Who's
no.
daddy? Who's the father? Who?
Don't worry.
My
My dad
I had to
has
say,
booked show
daddy,
for me.
I know you have good ideas. I said, lovely lady, don't you think? I don't think actually.
No,
And
it
he has done
happens
it.
all the time.
And he's so sweet because I now feel bad having to be like that. Like I know, and I'm not going to like very inspiring, but fake me and I on some bullshit. So we can't have this person, this learned folk here on the podcast. It is so
It's always funny, especially when like the person they're talking about, or maybe one of their friends happens to listen and the person is like 55. And then you're like, oh, speak to her. And I just think, good afternoon, ma.
Auntie.
Great speaking to you. You know, what should we discuss
It's
at
so
this
odd.
juncture? But people do a lot. Look, I mean, shout out to you guys. You were kids, to be honest. I went to get coffee or something over the weekend. And first of all, the guy said, Jola. The guy next to him now said, that's FK. I said, you see, now I said, sorry, FK. And I was like, okay, the thing about you shouting 2 times in a row. But I knew that this is one of us because the way he was operating, no shame. And I said, oh, wait, just quickly. He said, what are you doing? I said, I'm getting coffee. He said, one moment. That was the next thing I knew. He did like this. His girlfriend was on FaceTime. 2 of us were looking at each other. And I said, wow, FK. I said, she's so sorry. I said, girl.
Yeah, that won't be happening.
Tough times. And that happens all the time. And I'm always just like,
Yeah, people
okay.
will call their cousins.
And the thing is, before you've even said 2 things, they've called them.
And what makes me laugh is they know it very well. So they'll say, wait, sometimes they'll hold you. Yes?
I've never been touched.
They'll say, wait.
The guy was literally like, what are you doing?
Wait.
When I said get coffee, he was just like, okay, so nothing. Good. Wait here. And I just thought, guy.
My road manager would never let anybody touch.
They touch like mad.
No, you know you're a
honestly,
celebrity.
you know,
The
guy,
challenges. You're a celebrity. You're thinking about it differently. They don't.
Is it a banner that they saw me that day? I want to say, so sorry, I'm
I
too
was
busy.
in Palm. Is that where my road manager wants to stop?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, boys and girls.
In association with I Said What I Said, Coins by Bamboo has something special for you guys.
It's a special Wolf once again. Don't say that we didn't do anything for you. So the first 10 people to sign up to Coins by Bamboo using the code I Said What I Said, which is ISWIS, ISWIS. The code again, ISWIS, and to fund your wallet with over 100 Canadian dollars, you will get 100 Canadian dollars in cashback for you, the sign-upper.
Exactly. So the first 10 people to do this by Friday will get the $100 cashback. All you have to
10
do,
people.
get on Coins by Bamboo 1, use the code ISWIS 2, send 100 Canadian dollars 3, and get your 100 Canadian dollars cashback 4. All right, that's it, guys. Bye.
You know what's funny? I had one such moment where, like, I think it was I went to the cinema with SARS, and like randomly, I think John Wick just came out, and I was in his house at that time. So he just came out his room, was like, "Yo, do you want to watch John Wick?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go." And we just went into the car. We just started walking. We just started driving. We got there, started walking to the cinema, and as we were walking, at first we started noticing people just like staring at us. And then at some point, it was like, I just like looked, actually he just looked at me and was like, you know, sometimes I forget like people actually know who we are. And then we go into the cinema, or like we go like to where we're getting tickets. And then one person approached. And it was like the moment that one person approached.
One
They
person
ruined it for
breaks
everybody.
that barrier,
Everybody just felt like, oh shit, okay.
Especially, and they wait to see the reaction.
Yeah.
So if you guys
'Cause
smiled,
At first, it's like, is it them? Or like, is it not them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't
very
really happen to
interesting.
me. I can't lie. I go cinema all the time. It's not that serious to me.
as a matter of fact, if they recognize me, they say, so you won't pay for my ticket. Shameless.
have-
Let me tell you
Haven't gone to-
something. At the counter of the cinema, the person serving by popcorn record, even 500 naira discount, he did not give me.
Bruh, I haven't gone to a public cinema.
In a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
but the
enough.
private
Private.
cinema experience is fantastic.
Fair enough.
love
It's
it.
it's the best.
I can't go back. It's like business class.
You know what? The problem
swear.
is like it was expensive because I love when like all of
It's
us,
us and
like
our
10 of
friends,
us,
yeah.
sit down because everybody is saying just rubbish. Things that obviously if you're in cinema,
You
you
can't
can't
say.
really be saying.
Bruh.
And it's
Yeah.
actually a lovely
Yeah, and our group of
experience.
friends are very, very,
Somehow.
very foolish.
Very,
I would
very
like
somehow.
to see your group of friends.
No, they're actually very.
Because
So
you
my
guys, if you
brother-
guys are good representation of them,
Nah,
you guys...
we're still better.
No, we're still better. My brother came yesterday after the party. Imagine, see people that are not focused. After the party, literally Sunday night, Monday morning walk. 11:30, we left the party. We still went to meet. I guess they were all still there. I said, this is irresponsible.
And they came in at the worst time. So definitely her brother had never hung out with us before. So
When
he came in and
one person was wearing Soji's top of his bedazzled trad.
Dry lace, by
He
the way.
had dry lace that has stones.
He stoned it.
But another different person was wearing the top. So he was just a singlet and the bottom.
Mhm.
Yeah, that
And
person
the
was
same
also
person in
wearing
the top was in a durag.
durag and
with
sunglasses.
Crocs and
Then
what?
another person was also doing a performance. See, now he was a Jamaican.
No, I can't like that. That's when you know the party is lit.
No,
It's not a party. That's
it
the
wasn't
thing.
a
We're just
party.
chilling.
We're just sitting in somebody's house.
But that was post party.
So my brother just came in and he was like,
Just-
he said,
and
"This
not a
is-"
lot shocks him.
He said, "This is good." So he in the car when we were going, he said, "So this is just what you guys do.
Like different
Like
experience.
you every Sunday, this is just what you do. People are just
That was wild.
Yeah, it's fun.
Behaving.
So it was a lot of fun.
But-
Yesterday was very foolish and a lot of fun. But yeah, we don't do much on our Sundays. Achievements very low.
I like your watch. It's very
Thank you.
iced.
And you see things you won't press money.
Oh,
You
wow.
must. You must.
Let me
indeed.
ask, actually, I mean, I know that we're going to do some dilemmas, but before we get into it, when you first like made, I don't know what, you don't have to say the amount, but whatever to you was, I've made small money. What was your first like, you know, when people say, oh, when I'm making money, there'll be signs. What was your own first sign? Like, what was the first thing you bought? It can be silly.
The first sign, probably my car.
Really?
Yeah, I
You're a
just
car
changed my
guy.
car. Yeah, that was like the first like proper sign. Like aside, I would have said my house, but then I didn't like buy the house.
You just moved.
Yeah, I
To
just
somewhere
moved
nicer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's.
But that's relevant
You don't have to
now.
buy it.
That was a sign. That was a very big sign.
Yeah, you just move somewhere that you like.
Was the house first? Was that the first thing you did?
The house first.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
leaving this place.
And do you know what? Do you know when you know your friend has made money? They stop saying the generals of where they live.
Yeah.
So like they won't say, "I live around the island."
Yeah.
I live. You see how I said
That's why
island?
you now start hearing
This class
where do you
say
live?
Ogologo.
People will say Banana Island Road.
Before
Ologolo.
Ologo, whatever, man.
So you don't know where that is?
I do.
Why you got it? Because guy, like, do you know how many times you miss that spelling on the map?
No, that's.
But are we lying?
Yeah.
Yes. The another start saying, "Oh no, off body loan." Say, "Oh, before you did not know how to tell us where you live, Abby." You just say, after you just keep going to where?
I hate that one.
Where are we going to?
When your house address is direction.
Do you know that? Look, there was a time last year that I got an invitation to somebody's kid's birthday, and I was going with my friend, and the thing said they put the address there, Lekki Phase 3. I said,
Phase 3.
sorry, which is Lekki Phase 3?
Do you know I have a
She now
cousin-
said no,
Wait, what-
after phase, as in after Lekki.
Where does
She's
that
just
say?
trying to give you context that after you pass Lekki phase 1,
You
just
go.
imagine there's 2 phases again. That's where
That's
you
where
are.
you are going. Do you know I have a cousin that said that one of the most bad mind things she has ever thought is that when you're asking someone where do you live and they start saying, after you see this church, you say, God, my car is going to suffer today. And I was like, are you crazy? She said, yeah, because that's how our own house is.
No, the last thing you want to hear is just be going. Just be because
Just be
why is
going
there so
straight
much
down.
space on the way to your house that I'll just be going
Go.
and be going?
This is like when I lived in VGC.
No,
wow.
no, it's a terrible thing.
She never visited me. This
I can't.
This
I
bagger
want to be frank.
never came to my house.
It was not
once.
that serious. There's no amount of friendship.
No,
VGC,
VGC is peak.
bro,
It's far.
VGC is
VGC
so
is very
crazy.
far.
I have a friend who
That's
lives after Chevron, and everyone in her she insists on having her birthday in her house
Yes.
once, and
Yes.
it's only that once a year.
Yes.
That's how I go there.
Yeah, you go
Yes.
to her house.
No, because she had decided to have the birthday party there.
Where is she aiming at?
I don't even know. I know the but I'm not sure.
Why you
I'm not
laugh?
sure. It's one of those ones that once you just go past the VGC or whatever, just be going. Then they would now say
After VGC,
when you
just be
see
going.
one supermarket, one thing, or after you pass
That's what
Chevron,
I hate. After you
turn
pass
left,
Oh.
then you be going. And when you go, you bloody hell.
Yeah, and you know one Lagos is not really planned. Things are just happening. So it's one of those things where people have to give you very specific instructions because if you turn left, they say once you ask for sure, just say the place you are going to. That means you go round.
I
Bro.
know that. Yeah, that one is weird.
That's one is, and then you know the problem. Every time I go to her estate, I'm always so upset because now I've done a sojourn to get here. And your estate security said it's one of those ones where
You call.
if the person is not already on the phone by the time they wind up, where park here?
Yeah.
This visitors parking. I said, first of all, who wants to come here? Who wants to come here that you think I should now go and park somewhere again?
Yes. You
Then
know what?
I'll now be honing, waiting for you to come and meet me. No, it's always
Oh
a
my gosh, there's
crazy
a
one.
TikTok. I have to find it to send to
And then
Lojay.
there's all these essays that have code of the day. The code will now be oak tree. Kiniko, and I'm just like, honestly, who has time? I'm already hot now. You're saying I should say
Pinocchio.
rainbow fish, please.
I can't lie. You know what would look if be so hilarious with you? A day in the life.
No. I say, what? I always
Honestly,
get annoyed. I see
That's
those
why
codes.
I feel like you just be
Why would the
crashing out.
code be rainbow?
You just
Why?
keep crashing out.
No, but it's actually, I know there's a TikTok of one babe that was talking about how she's never to be a poor person is not good. That her friend invited her to a party and the party was in Banana Island. So she went to buy shoe. She was so excited. She bought shoe. She got dressed and she got there. First of all, she should have known that the day was going to be bad when it was that Suzuki that came to pick her. And you know, there's no way you can claim that Suzuki is your car and the driver. So you're
Yeah.
definitely getting stopped if you're in an estate because
Yeah.
everybody knows it's an Uber. So they get to Banana. First of all, the guy asked for the code. She said she did not know that all the estates she used to go to, they say just knock the big gates. She did not know that there's code. So she
Knock
got
the
there.
big gate?
I said she got there. They were like, "What's the code?" She started calling the fool that invited her. They didn't pick up. She told me. She said at this time the guy, the Uber driver, now starts telling her, "Madam, they are requesting me already. They are requesting me." Blah 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 blah. She was not asking that. Okay, are they requesting you inside Banana Island? Because what we can do is you can carry me inside Banana Island. The guy now said no, that it is in Ikoyi. That please, what's going on with her? She not told him that okay, he should not worry. That she thinks what's going to end up happening is she's going to have to go back home. The guy said, "Who's carrying you back to that lungu?" Because it ain't me.
That's just.
It ain't me.
Although I know this is really bad. What I'm about to say is actually a very somehow thing. But let me not lie to you. At this point, I've known the game for a long time. A lot of you people's security are not serious. Once they just see that you have the Planet app, I don't live in any estate, but I downloaded the app. Once you just open the app like this, they just, good. And
So you think you're from the
time
estate?
without number, I'm just like, wow. Thank God I'm not into robbing. Because imagine if I was a thief.
You don't have
You
the
can't
face of
just
I would have
the OT
sailed
away.
in. No, a lot of time if you just open, like if they see you
My
have
dear, if you open
Planet-
Planet app inside Suzuki, you say the code.
No, it's not Suzuki. And then some estates now have 2 codes. They will give you the number at the front. When you now get it, that's when you now be saying Barbara Streisand. And I'm just like, honest.
No, it was that video was very funny. She now said that anyway, it's not her fault. Nah, Papa no get money.
Wow.
That's why she's where it was so funny. She just said, see her clothes, see what I wear, see what I want to go for her house. It was so funny. But yeah, I think that VGC used to be very annoying with getting
Let
in
me not
and
lie.
out.
Do you
The
think
actual
Nigerians
reason
are
I
good
don't
people?
like going to...
Not really.
Not really. Do you think so?
I think our environment has
Shaped
molded us into
Let me
people
not lie.
that
I think even
take
our
advantage.
environment is
No,
I
no,
don't
no,
know,
Femi,
is a cop-out.
there's a way your environment over time like trained you to think.
Fair.
I think the Nigerian environment really trains people for like negative thinking.
Yeah.
Like from things like NYSC. Like
Did
all
you
this-
do it?
I kind of did it.
Which one?
So
Kind
here's the
He's
thing,
like-
right?
he's
Here's
just
one thing
like
I realized
me.
with NYSC, right?
Mm,
As I went to school in the UK,
mm,
so like as an IGGB,
mhm.
you come back to Nigeria and there's one phrase that you really hear from them. Oh, this is not how things are done. This is not how you're meant to do things. You just need NYSC. You do NYSC, enter inside that camp, do the orientation, come outside. You know how things are done.
Did you think
I didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
Personally.
Twins, I
I
stayed
can't lie.
20 years.
Yeah, I didn't steal.
in Akampa in Cross River
Where
State.
were you posted to?
A day.
Eh?
Oh, she said, Mike, that's where my grandma is from.
I went and
Lovely
came back.
place.
Yeah.
They have very nice, what's the name of that plantain
Hmm?
chips that they
I
fry
can't lie. Left to me, Sha, I would have never even tried to even do it.
to go. I don't know. I do think that your environment shapes you to be.
I think
a
so. I
certain
don't.
way.
Let me know.
It
Like,
shapes
it sounds
you to-
somehow, but I
to
think
be open
Nigerians are
to
very
rubbish.
hardworking people. But good, I don't see it.
Yeah, very hard work.
Look, it takes the smallest thing you start misbehaving. The average Nigerian is ready to step on somebody else's head
there's no honor.
at any honor.
We have no
We can't
honor
even
code.
spell
Like,
it.
we don't
That's
have,
even
like,
number
we have no
one.
code.
No, I don't
And
think
that's
we
one
have.
thing I realized. Like, because even down to like little things, like say you want to go to the mechanic
Yeah.
and like you want to just give this mechanic your car to fix. You're already afraid.
Yeah.
Because most likely, as it's fixing your engine, it's collecting from your carburetor.
Yeah, your AC has spoiled.
As
We
you
had
say,
a plumber
as
that
well.
we had a plumber that used to do that in our house
Yeah.
until we realized. So he would always loosen something or do something so that he would fix one thing and loosen something else. So that in about 2 odd weeks,
You
Yeah,
have
you
to
guys
call
come
him back.
yeah.
And the thing is, they think they're sharp, but they don't actually realize that the game is to be the person that if I call this person,
Yeah.
you'll sort this
You
out.
sort it out.
But because everyone is so short-sighted and you just want to I don't know. There's actually too many things.
That is also a thing. We're very short-sighted.
very, very, very. And to be fair, I see it because look at how everything changes every day. When do you want to start doing 10-year plan? You don't have time. You don't have time.
That's for example where I think our environment has kind of like shaped us.
Yeah.
You can't think too far into the future when you're in Nigeria.
Yeah.
This is for the girls and the girls only.
Ladies!
Yes. So on the 26th of April, I don't know what you will be doing, but I can tell you what Kemi and I will be doing. We're going to be at Altitude.
Yes, we will.
Do you want to tell them what it is, Kemi?
Yes, it is. It is a party for the hot babes.
Only.
You're meant to come as your most confident self. We're going to have a great time.
Yes.
There'll be fashion shows, music performances,
Food.
games, vendors, all. Enjoyment galore all over the place.
And 0 men.
yes.
0.
Very, very important.
All right, so we will be there and we hope to see you there as well. For more information to buy your tickets, get the location, go to heartitude.zikoko.com and we will see you there. We want to see all our people there.
All our people.
All our
now that
people.
we've done this, don't disgrace us. Show up or tell them that you came from my side, what I said when you get there.
All right, see you. Bye.
Okay, so before we get into, your story and all that, we do help people here. This is a very magnanimous podcast.
You help people?
Sure. We are good. Don't worry about Nigerians. As for us, good people. Very good. The best, actually. I'm sure you've seen that so far.
I'm very, very curious.
No, I'm sure you've
where
gauged
you're going
it.
with
You've
this.
gauged it. So people write to us their deepest, what's on their heart.
Yeah.
They do. And we shell out wisdom and assistance. is
Okay,
what we
Am
do.
I meant to be like a therapist?
I wouldn't say therapist. I would say maybe like an agony uncle.
Why are you afraid?
I'm meant to make a judgment. on
No.
people.
No. Oh,
No,
don't
no.
take it that. Oh.
I take it seriously.
No, please.
Look at this
Please.
fellow.
Please.
No.
We're
Did they
just-
not tell you where you are coming to?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
go.
I'm going to read the first one. This one is not it's just for someone. She doesn't want, it's not a dilemma, but
Okay.
she's ranting.
Okay.
And her name is God I Beg with
Okay.
5 exclamation marks. Excuse me.
No, I love it. I can't lie.
I
Keep
said-
going.
It says, please, you guys need to insult me before I see my siblings. Tell me how I let this man impregnate me for the 3rd time.
Oh.
This guy is actually very proud of himself as he told me I was pregnant before I even took a test. My sisters and I had summer planned of beautiful bodies on beautiful beaches catching flights. This summer, I will in fact be in my house with my 1 million children, body down. I've been dodging them for weeks now and they are getting worried. I don't know how to tell them that there's nothing to worry about. These people are deeply unserious and I know they're going to have a field day with this. I actually have no business having 3 children in this London. Anyway, love you guys. Keep up the good work.
My sister, should be when they say you should open your leg, you were there. Look at
the results.
Look at the result. Look at the result. We always say that when we play stupid games. See
can't
the
lie.
game you and your husband are playing now. See where you ended
Do
up.
you know, this reminds me of one babe that did BBL. I found out she was pregnant. Oh, God. If you see the way her husband was laughing at her. Oh, God.
I can't lie, that would be my worst nightmare.
She was
After doing
wailing.
all BBL, getting ready for your summer body to be out, to find, pregnant.
She was wailing. Said, nah, I did that back. She was.
That's crazy.
Do you know if I plan a hot girl summer with you, And you
then I
come
get
and tell me that you
pregnant.
are your stupid husband. It's not even the first pregnancy. It's not the
Your
second.
third child.
Your third child.
No, I have to
Oh.
insult you
That's her
people.
husband, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but the problem is Han had sisters are meant to have like
Yeah,
a body that they're outside, and then the
She can still be
madam
outside.
has gone to she wants to born again.
She can still be outside.
She can carry the bags.
One extra
She can
person.
watch the drinks.
You guys,
because
I'm
she can't
so sorry.
drink.
And again, sorry to all my friends that I'm pregnant. It can't look this. We've all tried it. Where like if you want to carry them along, there's context. If we go out to a nice dinner, there's nothing wrong with your friend being pregnant. You can hang. Even club itself, you can push it. Although the way we smoke here, I don't advise it. But like onto beach, then you again, please. I don't like.
I don't like what I don't like.
I don't like what I don't like. Imagine you guys are now, I don't know, you're in Central Pay. You, your sister, and then your other sister who is 5 months pregnant. What the three of you want to do?
It's still lit.
First of all, the people that, when you go on holiday, you bump into different groups of people. Maybe you're in Mykonos. Once they see that, okay, two of you, oh wow, do you guys want to come and so once they jam that your third sibling, you guys are not going anywhere. You just hear your sister saying, "Oh, God, you again." So yeah,
I don't know. I just think it's very funny.
I think it's funny,
It's
and I
very
think
funny.
because they're your sisters, obviously they're gonna laugh at you
Who
for
will
like
laugh?
the
It's
next 2
hilarious.
years. And let me tell you the problem: when she has the baby, 2 years from now, she's gonna try and plan another baddie holiday, and they're not going to answer.
Yeah.
Who's answering her?
They're not going to answer.
That's how the father of the child now say, hey, if mommy is not around, he bites. Can he follow you people? That what happened? That what happened?
This is like one of my friends when she got engaged, writing as she did a bridesmaid. This was like a couple of years ago. She did a bridesmaid. And this was because the last friend to get married on the train, 2 people were pregnant. I mean, which was fine. When she now got engaged, she wrote to the bridesmaid group chat in all caps, "Please try not to be pregnant at my wedding."
Wow.
I was just like, are you stupid? But I think it's funny. She was just like, I beg that she wants everybody to have a good time. She doesn't want to be concerned about one of her best friends who is now sitting out of all the activities onto, she was like,
Because
love
the
to you
person
and
is
your
pregnant.
husband and your people's family. Keep it till after the wedding. Okay? So
That's
yeah,
wild.
there's nothing you can do. Wait, I have one that we were sent very specially.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you guys.
Yes. This
You
is
guys.
important. Oh,
We
yes.
were sent-
Check your distance. Oh, yes.
We were sent this dilemma in a very specific fashion. And the
I'm
person
very-
said that, look, she's going to be waiting on the page for this to come out. That this is a very important. And let me tell you how you know the dilemma is important. When you say to me directly, as in you message me as yourself, that I need you to read this thing. I need you to read it out. Let the audience, and she asked specifically that we should let the audience weigh in. Okay? Here is the dilemma. I can't actually read it word for word because,
But
privacy.
explain the story.
Privacy. Now, that's what I'm going to do. Let's just say the dilemma is, hello, gals, or whatever. Now, the story is this because the person messaged me, I said, I beg. She said, I have a dilemma. I said, I beg. What happened? Just imagine one of your friends message. I said, what happened? She said, that you people's podcast. You people will be useful to me today. Anyway, so the person says that her and her husband, some time ago, they've ended their marriage. So it's been a while, since their marriage ended, a couple of years.
Yeah.
Since their marriage ended. So now she's looking through her stuff, she's moving, and then she's like, actually, why do I still have this engagement ring and this wedding band? Considering like for years now, I'm seeing somebody else, he's seeing somebody else, like I've moved on and now I'm moving. So she's like, okay, let me get rid of the engagement ring and the band. Now, just additional context. This is somebody that I used to say that the only thing they got, like for example, the only thing they got out of the marriage was the diamond. Now, they've now called a friend that, please, your jeweler. Your jeweler. I want to meet with your jeweler. Because this is obviously a very important major transaction. Okay? So they went to the jeweler. Only for the jeweler to, they have one glass that they do like this, they do like this, they put
Those
it, they
glass.
do like this. The jeweler said, madam, I don't know what this is, but it's not a diamond. Sis, that was number one. Then she said they should check again. He said, sure, I've looked at it, and what I can tell you is this is something. But as for diamond, is not. She now said, okay, but like obviously the ring is set in gold.
Gold.
So they first scratch. He said, it's not gold, ma. She said, no, turn it, scratch it again. So then she said, okay, fine. The wedding band, at least, that's binding us together for life. Surely, that's 100% gold. So they scratched that one. He said, I hate to tell you that. Actually, so she said that she doesn't know if she should laugh or if she should cry, that she committed her life to somebody who could not buy gold band. Absolutely plated.
I mean,
I'm
he
plated
lied.
like ASOS plated, though, not the other plating. There are some.
The problem. Let me tell you the problem.
Plated 80
the marriage
carats.
did not last enough for it to start tarnishing on her.
Wow.
So
Funny enough, the fact
She wants to know if she should call him and abuse him.
Yeah. What she actually asked me was, can he be arrested for this?
No, it's done. It's gone now.
No, but is that not so sad? So she wants to know that should she call him out?
But did he tell her that this is a diamond?
No, so the thing is, he told her that he saved up for it. So she even said that she had told him that he doesn't need to feel under pressure. That like if he can't afford, because they were quite young, that if he can't afford a proper diamond ring, but he was like, no, he's working towards it. All that, is it 3 months salary? That no, he's put it aside and he made a whole.
I remember that was his 3 months salary.
A different friend was saying, who used to say it to her like, oh, let's start buying like proper gold things, not all this banda up and down. She was like, oh yeah, like starting her jewelry collection with the rings, then she can build on that. Ashe what she's building on is a quicksand. Actually, that building is going to collapse.
That's the thing is that even if he said he saved for it, did he tell her
That's what I'm wondering.
that with this gold?
Jola, please, what are we saying? If somebody kneels down and proposes to you, what can you expect there?
It's gone though.
Anything.
like,
You can expect a Nigerian man.
You guys, I want all of us to be so serious. A man that said that he's saving up for diamond.
How do we know how much he was saving?
Wait, is that you're saying that you trust the man or you should
No,
trust
what I'm just saying is, are you guys really saying that like you should expect your wedding band that you're using for forever life to not be gold?
Is it because he did not start squeezing her hand and turning green that she didn't know? When he said he saved, did he say he saved all? He saved some. He saved little.
I don't know, but you guys...
It's like me telling you that, I'm going to save to buy you something.
I think the better context is like, this is somebody who is well off.
the guy?
Yeah, he's not poor.
It doesn't matter.
For all intents and let me tell you, she was down.
If in that case, it kind of does because it means he doesn't.
No, so this is the kind of person that wore designer shoes to the wedding.
Wait, but how she sure that he's rich?
We are all sure.
Was she not married to him?
People they
See,
fake
all
life,
of us
man.
are sure. No, it's not fake life.
Fake
This
me, I'm
one-
telling you that it's possible that there were crossed wires.
Don't do your hand like that.
I don't think
That there were crossed wires. Just because I said I saved for something does not mean it was expensive. I just saved for it.
You guys know now.
Fake
it's
me, if I want to buy this
somehow.
outfit, I know how much it
Don't you
is.
think it's somehow? If one of your guys proposes and he gives it, and the girl discovers that it's fake after they told her it's real, is that not somehow?
Did he tell her it's real?
somehow.
He did. No. He said he saved for it. You see, this is how they catch
He
you.
told her he saved for a diamond.
Comprehension and composition. He said, I'll save for it. She heard I'm buying a diamond. That's not what he said.
He's saving for the diamond ring.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you. He said, I'm saving. Fake me.
For a ring.
Yes.
Boys and girls, please, we've come here today with a request. We've come to beg you. We are on our knees.
Yeah.
Don't forget that we're sitting down. Just imagine it with your mind. Please, they say, you people, you always ask us for many things. Like now, Beyonce won a Grammy. They said, have her on the podcast. Okay, no, good and fine. But how do we want to have her when you don't want to subscribe? You don't want to share the podcast? You don't want to download? What are the other things they do again?
Everything.
Follow, what again? Comment and what again?
Everything.
All the things.
Just do what you're supposed to
Do
do.
the things and then we'll have Beyonce. Very simple.
Yeah.
Okay?
I even made a song. Do you want to hear my song?
That's not the video we're doing right
It's
now.
now.
Okay, go ahead.
It matters.
See.
Because I need to clear my throat. Let me make sure that is in order.
You don't remember the song?
No, I want to make sure it's in order.
Of what?
Like, share, subscribe, and comment if you're not a bastard because it's important. That's another song.
That's the whole song.
That's also.
Okay, there's no chorus, hook,
No need.
bridge.
You know, I'm somebody that I like to be brief, succinct. Tell them what to do. Let them get it in one go. See, you are talking. I did one line. But yeah, guys, you know what to do.
Please.
Yeah.
Do all the
it's
things.
important.
It's important.
It's important.
And then
they want Beyonce to come to a podcast with 40,000 subscribers.
Thank you. When you people will not subscribe. See,
Lunatics.
sometimes you really upset me. Because we're going up and down. Oh, we are the biggest. Only for you to open there, we don't have up to 40,000 people. What's it? What's the essence?
All right, guys, enjoy the rest of
don't
the
let
episode.
us be disgraced as a community, please. Please, don't let us be disgraced, please.
If I say I'm showing you a good time, okay, you can think whatever you like.
Yeah.
On that great day, if I stop in front of Yakoyo, you can still be confused. But what did I say?
The good time. No?
Good. You dressed up like we're going to Zaza. What's my own? I told you that I'm going to show you a good time. Now you're telling all your friends that I'm a fraud.
And you know what?
I love to lie.
Excuse me,
I can't
lawyers,
lie. You know
I
what
think
I
you should
think?
look into if he can be arrested for this.
No.
Or sued at the very least.
I don't think you
What's
can be
that- what's
arrested
that
for like the
crime?
quality
promise,
of ring.
breaking of promise of
Yeah.
marriage. Is that
No,
applicable
you
here?
can't be arrested for the quality
Are
of
you
your
sure?
ring. It's
Something is
just
breach of
Did you
something.
do law?
more than anything. It's
Did you
more.
do law?
I didn't
Okay,
do
so
law.
you don't know.
Okay, so I don't know.
You don't
But
know.
I'm
don't
very.
know.
I can
didn't
bet on
do
this
law.
that
She didn't do law. So we need experts. Who did law here?
Nobody. You see them, bunch of clowns. Nobody.
Nobody here can. I feel like this is part of that. You know that thing that you sue people for break of promise of marriage.
I don't think you know the full
Breach of-
context.
I know the context.
I don't think you know the full
And
context.
I can't say the context. I know the context.
I just
I'm
don't
in the
think-
context.
I don't think you know the full context. Some people
You
are
guys-
saying things and other people will be hearing things.
Yes, I said on this my
Yeah.
podcast before.
Cholo.
My 16th birthday. These people are people not there.
Why
You
they
people can
laugh?
remember the story. On my 16th birthday.
Story.
On my 16th birthday, my parents said, "What do you want for your birthday?" No, I thought no. I can't remember. My parents are like, "Oh my God, you're turning 16. That's a big girl age." Blah, blah. And they were excited in a way that I said, "These people are doing." In my mind, their excitement means they are throwing me a surprise. Just their body language, their behavior. So on that day, I woke up, I dressed up. My daddy said, "Oh, Jola, it's your birthday. Do you want to follow me out?" And he winked. From the way he winked, I
You
said,
thought he meant.
"This is a trick. This is a trick." So I said, "Oh, no, daddy, don't worry." I thought he would beg me because they want to plan. You know, when you want to plan surprise, you have to be out
go.
of the house. And I said, "Okay, all right, I'll see you later." He winked again, he went out. That was like 10 a.m. 11, 12, 1, 2. The cook now came and said, "Shey you eat eba?" I said, "No, I'm 16. He said, "Yes, you eat eba." I said, "No, because of the party." He said, "Ma." I said, "The party." And I'm happy to announce to you that I cried that day. So when my parents said, "Kilo share," I now told them that you guys were excited. So I thought we planned something. And I said, "Hey, you wanted to take me out to breakfast?" I said, "No." So he thought that I've made plans with my own friends. I said, "Which friends?" "The friends you are supposed to invite for the party." My parents said, "That's what happened here. That's why I feel for him."
No, you guys, I'm sorry. I honestly think this is a case of somebody being so cheap that
So you
the
tell me
person
you
they want to
don't-
spend the rest of their life with, they could not save up for gold band.
Okay, don't worry.
No, I say it because a diamond is a different thing. A gold band, you don't have to save up to the ends of the earth to buy a thin gold
How
band.
much is a thing gold band?
You can buy gold band onto 200K.
200K what?
Naira.
Okay.
You can buy Brazilian.
No, she's not lying.
I'm
Brazilian
not lying.
gold is-
No, no,
Brazilian
yeah.
gold, you will buy the band. It will be very
It won't be like a
yellow,
fake
but like
band
cool.
too.
200,000 naira.
That you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
start from there. That was my point.
She
You
meant
can
for
start from
for
there.
people of their
For Brazilian, if you
stature.
want to
So
buy
what you're saying is that
18
this
car,
guy probably
24,
spends-
it'll be more. But if you want to buy Brazilian gold band, maybe not this year, Sha, you still buy it.
So you're saying that the guy probably spent less than 200K.
How to me? No.
No, and keep in
200K
mind
na
that
go like 100 pounds.
I said the
Yes.
shoe he wore at that already was more than 200K. Yes.
What
Those
if someone
people got
what if
sued.
someone stole
Those
the real
people,
ring?
I remember they did video. Those groommen,
What if they replaced it?
bought designer suits. Yes.
I used to buy the designers.
No, and one of these Nigerian designers posted them now until I did their suits. They spend more money.
Ask the guy who paid for the suits.
They spend more money on that suit.
Ask him who paid for the suits.
Who paid for the suit?
Because see, ask your friend, like, who paid for your wedding? I'm serious because see, one thing I know, right? A lot of girls.
Parents pay for weddings.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about parents paying for the weddings. Like a lot of like girls, like if they are with someone that they feel is maybe not like financially stable enough.
He's stable enough.
They will cover for him and like make it look like he's doing it. Or take my card and pay for me.
Take what?
No, I'm just
Who
saying.
order for it?
That might be your first situation.
When the bill go, who orders?
Who order VAT?
Really? Really though. That's why I say ask her the full
I don't
context.
know anybody that is doing that.
Because what you're saying is not adding up.
Okay,
which means
I want to tell you the fact. This babe in particular is not giving anybody her card until you pay for it.
So here's what I'm saying.
We are all shocked because it's an act of wickedness and lies. That's what's happening here. What's happening here is it's a deep revelation of I really don't rate you at all.
I have one that I think Lojay
They
can
got
help
married
you
to
too.
you though.
She didn't know.
We don't even have any answer to this dilemma.
She didn't know that the ring was fake.
Let me tell you the answer to this dilemma. She should call his latest pie and tell her if they are engaged.
That if they're
check.
engaging you, my sister, go and scratch
Check.
that ring.
Why must you come to her as a woman? She said
No,
it
it's
herself.
as
Wait.
No,
wait,
now,
hold on, wait.
before you go to from
Hold
primary
on.
4 to primary 5, don't they write reports?
Hold on. This is what I'm saying. She said
If you are Lojay, if you want to hire a new manager now, won't you ask for a CV?
Yes, but that's a different situation. Well, if you're going into a relationship, you will not ask the person for a CV.
If your
Wait,
ex should call me that you are crazy.
My ex is not calling anybody that I'm crazy.
How do you know?
Wait, this is what I'm saying, right? She said herself that he don't go. She's fine. The guy is fine. He has moved on. You have moved on. Why are you bringing it back? Because you feel like the ring is not giving you the value of money that you expected it. Cool. He's been lying. The entire marriage was a lie, bro. Like, the entire marriage was a lie. Everything was a lie. You said you're over it. Then get over it. The ring was a lie. You shouldn't even be surprised because you were most likely with someone that you knew was a lie. For you to divorce him.
It's true.
You already knew, okay, this was a liar. I cannot
But boy,
do
man,
this
paro.
one. You get? So now you now find out that he lied about the ring. It's not the ring that is paining her. It's the money that she was meant to cut
Yes,
off
now.
from that ring, guy.
Before!
And that's what I'm not saying. It's like
the way you're saying it is as if she was
it's
not
like-
the one
it's
that
like,
went
no,
there to sell the
don't
ring.
drag yourself to the gutter. Like, let the
Just
guy,
stay on the floor.
Just stay. Just leave her and say, okay, this guy now, and gutter guy.
When someone has suffered it, then like, okay, at least let me gain something from the city. That was what it was. That let me even small money, let it come out. Let me know that I've moved on.
She knows supposed to
don't do
enter
me.
where the
Don't
reason
do
say
me.
she wants to gain.
Okay,
from.
let Lojay, you can answer this question. Are you ready? This is the final one.
Jesus.
Hi, gang. Cool pod. You always keep real. So I figured I'd ask for some advice. I've been with my babe for almost 8 years now. We live together, do almost everything together, and honestly, life is good. Coca-Cola. The wahala now is that she's been pressuring me about marriage a lot. And to be honest, I don't see the point. Like once we get married, waiting. We're already doing everything a married couple does. So what changes? I mean, yeah, kids, but what else? I just don't see the point. If anything, I feel like our ginger would die. I have mentioned it before, Sha, and I know get strength to the argue. I'm just using scope to say one day anytime she brings it up, but deep down, I don't think I can. The thing is, I really don't want to lose her. I don't understand why she would throw everything away just because of one silly piece of paper. I don't want to sound somehow, but how do I tell her to chill without it turning into a fight?
This is a criminal.
I know exactly what to do.
I don't trust this guy.
No,
I know
let me
what
tell
to
you
say.
do.
You guys are serious.
Let me tell you what to do. Personally, I think we can kill two birds
No.
with one stone.
No. Faking, whatever you're about to say is wrong.
I promise you, let me tell you. I think that babe with the ring should hand it to him. Let him give her. Because since everything is so silly, the piece of paper, let the ring to be fake.
Let me tell you what needs to happen. The next time she says, oh, babe, it's about the marriage, just say, chill. Chill. Don't bring me down with this unnecessary
Tell her
chat.
it's just a stupid piece
Because
of
of
paper.
a stupid piece of paper. What's gonna change?
Let me tell you, this is a criminal.
We've been together for 1, 2, 3, 4
8 years.
7, 8 years. Call me back when we get to 10. But for now, chill. That's what I think he should do.
Me,
That was asking, how can you tell her to
like,
chill?
I think my advice is more to like
The
the
babe,
girl, man.
No,
like,
she didn't write to us. This fool is the one that
Yeah,
wrote
that's
to
I
us.
know, and my advice is more to the girl, to the babe. She needs to run, bro. Like, see, wait, you don't understand. wait, hold on. There's like, oh, I'm not sure. There's like, oh, this bad. There's salvageable. But then there's like, run. You're like in a get out situation right now. Like you're in a very, very bad situation. Like,
He said it's
because-
very, very
see,
bad.
no. 8 years of dating somebody. Not only have you not gotten married, there is no intention on your side to get married.
He
to
said
that
they
person.
do everything.
He said they do everything
together.
already.
Now
That's-
what?
that's-
And she needs to chill.
What?
So
the
if they're doing everything
point?
together, then they should get married now.
He said it's just a
No, he
silly
said
piece
it's just
of
a silly-
paper.
that the
It's like
ginger-
it's like what they used to rap
He
here.
said the ginger will die. And that's why I said this is a criminal.
He seems like he has very bad experiences of marriage.
He doesn't have any
He's bad
experience
experience. He
of
doesn't
any
want to marry
stupid
her.
marriage. He
No,
doesn't
I
want
mean
to
like
marry
maybe like
her.
from his parents.
No, he doesn't want to marry
See
her.
what?
No,
See,
no, yeah.
all this English is landing at.
He
I
doesn't
like
want to marry
everything
her.
now. I don't want to marry her.
He doesn't
He
want to be
probably
tied
just
to her.
he probably just liked the sex.
He doesn't know. He doesn't want to be
he likes
tied.
her.
He doesn't
lives
want the
with
rest.
her. He doesn't want to marry
doesn't want the
her. It's very
responsibility of being
simple.
tied to
It's
her.
very simple. He's enjoying all the benefits of the relationship. He doesn't want to marry
He doesn't
her.
want it to change as it
Which
is.
and see, this babe has probably wanted to marry since year 4. Yeah.
Legit.
No, babes like this, you know it. They keep angling it. It will be next year. It will be next year. That by the time they move in, then you now start counting different milestones that they've done. Maybe they've bought a dog. Let me say this stupid boy is going to buy a dog.
If
He's
they don't
gonna
already
buy-
have one.
If they don't already have, he's going to buy a dog.
Lulu.
He's going to buy a dog. Next
Are
thing
you-
they'll be saying that we're dog parents together so that she can not forget that they don't have what they are doing.
Are you big on waiting
For
for people now?
No,
if we not waiting for no damn body.
that's so.
I'm doing what I
Do you know
want
what?
to
Do
do.
you know what you can do in 8 years?
Presidency.
2 terms
times.
gone. Do you know that you're not even allowed to run again after 8 years? So in that time,
Do you know if you are still doing your degree for 8 years, they take you to Orioke? Do you know?
Oti,
I'm not
she,
joking.
She
no.
has done undergrad.
You do 2 masters.
She has done masters. She has even done PhD.
No,
Inside
you do
the,
2 masters and engineering.
inside the relationship.
Inside that.
What is she looking for again?
That's crazy though.
Yeah, 8. And you know, I love when people whine themselves. Oh, it's just piece of paper. It doesn't mean anything. Okay, now do it.
And I know that there's one baboon and friends that's going to come and say, oh, marriage is not that important.
Okay.
Marriage is not that important when both people don't want it.
Yeah, if
If
both of
one
them are
person
like,
wants it, it's
oh,
important.
we're cool living together, whatever. But your babe wants to marry, and you probably know that.
I can't lie to you. I used to be of that opinion that marriage does not matter. But I think that's a lie from the pit of hell, man.
I think it matters like mad.
I think it's not just marriage.
Family.
It's family.
Mm.
And I feel like a lot of like the people like even in our generation, there's no family structure.
Haven't you met our parents? People where they close. Please.
Like
Everybody know I don't
That
blame
one I
young
don't
people
even mind.
for
Do you know the
wanting
thing? I
what they
wouldn't
want.
mind it if both of them were like, we're not
We
getting
don't-
married. We're
exactly.
happy to live together. That's not the case.
And do you know what makes
he's
it
looking
worse?
for advice on how to whine her
No.
so that she will
No
stop
advice
saying
on
what she
how.
wants.
Fake me, no advice on how. He's already, do you know the part that made this thing really awful? He said, I've just been using scope saying one day, knowing fully well I don't want it.
Yeah.
That's why it's not funny. Like he actually, it's one thing for it to be like, I don't know how to explain. She just suddenly started bringing it up and
He's
I don't know
leading
what to
her
say to her.
on.
It is that he knows for a fact he doesn't want this thing and he has been whining her.
Yeah.
That's what makes this thing crazy. If you both don't want it, and maybe like, if what he wrote was, me and my babe don't want to get married, but our parents are disturbing us. I love her.
What should we do? That's
what should
very
we do?
different. But you telling someone that you know you don't want to marry one day is wickedness.
I can't lie to you, man. The level of delusion is crazy because he now hit you up like, yo, let me text
No,
them.
it's
Like,
And he said he doesn't want to sound
Let me
It's
somehow.
crazy.
let me
You are
explain
so
my
it's
dilemma.
crazy. The truth is
Do you know-
that he will continue
I know what
to
he's
whine
afraid
her
of.
until she stands up.
Fake, I'm talking about this thing so many times. When people write dilemmas, we can tell when somebody's big actual problem is looking like a
Yeah.
bad person. They've already done the bad thing.
But you don't want to be the bad
You don't
guy.
want to be the bad guy. So what he doesn't want is for her to go around saying, I spent 8 years with that
with
guy.
him.
He
And then
was
because
whining me.
that story is not
Because
a
that
nice,
story is not a nice
it's not
story.
cute. That story of I spent 8 years with this guy and he didn't marry me. No, that's always a bad person. So he's trying to find a way to. I'm like, see, this is normal men eating their cake and having it. It's not more than what you are doing is not more than what people do.
Yeah.
Day to
What's the
day.
longest you've been in a relationship?
4 years.
You
2.5.
4.
Mhm.
You 2.5. When I mean, gonna be the
How long
What-
were you?
how
in a
long were you?
relationship?
like 6.
Well, you can speak to this more clearly.
I mean, I thought I was gonna get married.
Really?
She did too. Yeah.
Really?
Sorry. Why we laugh?
Sorry, that's not.
No, no,
funny.
no, no,
That's
it's not-
funny.
it's not- it's not deep.
Don't be annoyed.
It's not even close to being deep, but it's like mine started when I was like 16.
What are you talking?
Well, you always have to give context before you start saying. Look at what we were saying. Sorry.
Wait, but hear me out.
Did you write? So I didn't even read why.
It was 16 till I was 22,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
and that was.
Had
but
you gone
it's-
to camp?
Yes, now.
When
Like,
did you
I'd
come?
finished uni. I don't know about that. Like, and I was now back in Nigeria wanting to marry this girl,
Wait.
At 21.
but we did not just align.
Right.
How do you want to align?
At 22, where did you guys want to align?
People are getting married very early.
Yes.
Yeah, 23,
And how are they saying it?
24. And to be honest, I don't have the exact like statistics for how well marriages do when
Right.
when you're
When you're
early.
younger, yeah.
Yeah, but like what I know for a fact is that like we just as a culture, as a society, we need to start pushing more of like marriages.
No,
and,
we
like,
don't.
And stable relationships.
No, we
in my
don't.
opinion. In
Wait,
my
do you mean
opinion.
We need to push
Marriages
healthy
early.
relationships.
Yeah, I don't
but-
think we need to push marriage. I think the culture is pushing
Our culture
it
loves
just
marriage,
fine.
So
too.
now here's why I think like
Our
we
culture
need-
loves marriage.
if anything, we need to be talking about healthy marriage.
Hey, that's what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Eh.
like at the end of the day, it's like a lot of people we say that we love marriage, we love weddings,
Mm.
but like a lot of people in Nigeria don't even know how to handle marriages.
100%.
That's what I'm saying. They're
Nobody's
not,
arguing
they're
with
not
you.
as many healthy examples, but the culture just pushes marry,
Yeah, marry, just marry.
It validates you in a strange way in Nigeria to be somebody who
It
is
helps
married.
careers.
Not just in Nigeria. oh.
I mean, yeah, but here is really
There are
weird.
legal benefits. It helps your career.
It's
It helps your
yeah.
social standing. It's like a big deal. It's just something about you. Like I've said it before, how my mom was always joking that because I used to say, "Why are you so big?" She said, "Wait, so you mean you think your parents are not worried when they raised you and nobody? What you come to tell them is that nobody likes you.
Nobody wants to marry you.
After all their hard work, nobody has seen you to say, okay, actually."
Let me marry
Not so
this
bad. Let me marry this
Do you get?
individual.
So
So it says a lot about your family and how they raised you. We put a lot of value on it. But in this case, my problem again remains. If one person wants something and the other person doesn't, you have to come to a mutually,
yeah.
like you have to come
Especially
to a
when the thing is
mutual
as
agreement.
fundamental as I want to get married. It's
Married.
not like a small thing where it's like, okay, we can just find a middle ground.
Yeah.
There's kind of, and the problem is he's leading her on.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
instead
think
of
that's
just
the problem.
saying very clearly, listen,
I don't
I
want to get
don't
married.
want to get married, so that she can now make a decision of, am I going to stay with
Am I going
somebody
to
that
stay-
people do it? People do a lot of crazy things.
Lojay, you
People-
don't you know what song cost is?
OJ,
I
people
mean,
do a lot.
it's
8
true,
years,
but-
you'll be thinking,
8
nah,
years.
it's
Where
better
am I
I
going
just
to start from?
stay with him. And there's so much you can use to deceive yourself in. I will love him into it. Like the longer he's with me, one day you now realize.
You know, they
one
whine,
thing.
women whine themselves with that thing.
They
though.
do a
There's
lot.
this thing where people say, like, do you know what? It's because I'm pushing for it.
No,
I'm
we
just
do
gonna let
all
it
the
go.
time. Yeah, we do
gonna
it
talk about
all
it
the
again.
time. We whine ourselves
I
into
can't lie to you.
thinking.
I think
the
girls
guy will
probably
just
whine
come
themselves more than
around.
guys whine girls.
I don't think that's
girls
true.
will lie to
I think
themselves
no,
about a lot
no,
of
no,
No,
things.
we're not on the same level.
We're not on the same level at all. There's a professional whining that comes from men. But anyway, guy, I think it's kind of wicked for you. Not even kind of. It's very wicked for you to be leading her on. You need to tell her that you don't want to marry. You need to let her decide what she's going to do.
Yeah, man. And if your babe is watching, man, Mrs. Babe, please just leave, man. I can't even lie to
Free
you.
this man.
That's
He's
so
a
cool.
criminal. He's actually a criminal.
That's
he
so
just
cool.
he's
And I
taking
hope you
all
catch
your
him
good years.
from this little.
I hope so too.
I swear.
You write love songs.
You do.
That's
Me.
your yes now.
I like love.
Really?
yeah.
Do you know it's so this is really random, but I was telling someone that my issue with the current like R&B landscape is that it doesn't feel like the people who are singing these songs either believe the actual love songs or like they feel like love is an inconvenience at best. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's something about writing and singing music when you like. Okay, let me give you a good example. Wizkid's party music that sings about women, you know he likes girls.
Yeah.
You know.
Because it's like
You can tell. There's a
the whining
cheekiness.
is deep.
You can tell
know
when-
that this song who's really about it.
You can tell when somebody who's writing a song about love enjoys love. Like you have they are under no illusions about how Usher feels about love when you sing an Usher song. You see that your friend Christopher. Not take aside Chris Brown with true love.
Is it
Like,
true?
don't like. No, but I'm just joking. But I really do feel like there's something about R&B at the moment that feels like I don't know, like they almost find women annoying, but
No, you know what it is.
Washa
I'll
here.
tell you what it is. What happened to tearing your shirt in the rain,
Ew.
begging passionate love of the
you see his
night?
immediate reaction.
See, say only you. This is what I'm saying. Men
You know
are
what's
not
funny?
willing.
Rihanna's.
Men are not willing to do the work up. That year when everybody was dancing and the love was just, you listen back to your song and you have to ask yourself that,
No, but I don't even think it's just that. There's all that dancing in the rain here. But there's actually something about sounding like you like.
no, but even the lyrics, it was like
You
deep, like proper love. Now,
So you can say you're even going far talking about deep. I said even the sense that this person likes and
Love.
enjoys love or women or men. Let me give you an example. Frank Ocean's music, you can tell that this person doesn't think this emotion is a waste of your energy.
Yeah.
Right? And I think it's something that connecting with music, connecting with love stories, right? There's something innate about feeling like the person singing or the person who wrote or the person who was like producing or around this music doesn't find this emotion like a waste of time or stupid. And more I'm starting to find that there's a thing where, I don't know, it just feels like the R&B boys kind of think of love as irritating.
see how you said ew. This is so. Please weigh in.
For me,
Am I
Is she saying no?
am I saying rubbish?
For me, it's ew on the tearing your shit under the rain.
Oh.
Economy is even hard. If you tear your shirt, I'll
Marion.
think you're responsible. But continue.
All of that. I think that's probably one of my worst genres of music.
Love songs, R&B.
Not like 2000s R&B.
Really?
Like that phase. I hate that shit.
Okay, so
But,
there goes our friendship.
I just
You're not coming back here.
You know what's
No,
so
but
funny?
tell me why.
If I play you other like genres of music,
No, I listen to a
You
lot of love music, but what I'm saying is why that
Why
particular
don't you- why
era?
don't you enjoy
Because
it?
I love it.
I think for me it was just like when I was growing up, I didn't enjoy like listening to music per se. Like I wasn't a person that like would sit down and like watch Channel O and MTV.
Yeah.
That was what my aunties and my uncles loved, and
What
that
are
was
you
what
trying
they
to say?
would watch.
Also, we're wasting our time.
What are you trying to say?
I would usually just want to watch cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like
Is it
all
calling
through
us
that,
old?
all
Okay.
through that era. No, that's not
It's
the case.
there, but it's like
Nah,
veiled.
it's not the case.
Mm.
It's not the case. I just
If I
didn't start connecting with music till like
To win.
honestly the first person that I connected to as an artist was Michael Jackson. But I think I was like everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But aside like the whole general Michael
Yeah.
Jackson
Mhm.
craze, the first person I actually connected to was Two-Face.
Really?
And that
But
was
Two-Face is Yena
Love!
music.
yes, but he's not tearing his shit outside under
It's
the
tearing
rain.
his shirt.
and-
It's just in a way.
And that's the thing.
that
He
you
brought
can't-
a new sense of he brought a new swag to the whole R&B vibe. Like he's not a dancer. He's not.
He's not.
He was
but when
more
you
of the
listen,
chill guy.
when you listen to his
But
songs,
that was what I mean. It's not about the dancing.
it's not about the
No,
dancing.
I'm talking about the dance. That's what I was saying.
No,
Ew
I
too.
use
That's
the
what I'm saying.
dancing to mean as in super passionate, not at the actual dancing. I mean the songs, like the lyrics. Two-Face's lyrics are deeply in love.
Yeah, but
It's not what they're doing now.
I just in terms of like that, I go to so many other genres of music.
You want to sink into the music. You think you're hearing love. You just said something, you fucking bitch.
No. So here's the thing.
Ooh, did I beat?
Here's the thing, right? Like, especially like on my album, I don't think you would hear anything
No, of
like
course
that.
not.
Like where you just personally, I talk about love because I do genuinely enjoy the concept of it. Like beyond like just like relationships and everything. It's like when when you actually like just look out into nature, like in terms of like consciousness and everything, there's almost no positive things going on. Like in nature, like the way I say it, to be alive as a living thing, you
You
have
don't
to
start.
consume another living thing.
Hey, God.
Wait
Oh, dear.
now.
Anthony,
we're with
please,
you.
what's
That's-
happening? No.
Wait, that's just
with you, we're
that's
with you.
just the level of
Yeah.
how things are fucked up in the world. And the only thing that seems to just bring a positive light
the
into
love.
everything is just love. Like literally,
Fair.
like there's nothing else. If you take away love from the world, this place is as good as hell. Like this reality we live in.
Fair.
Bro, because reality is a very fucked up place.
And it's hard. And it's
a
hard.
very fucked up place. Like,
But how did you actually how did you decide the kind of artist you wanted to be? Because I went to look at your catalog and I didn't really know about you till your mixtape with
so
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't know you had music as far back as
Yeah, I think
2018.
that's
I had no
everybody.
clue.
So you now have to look back after you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, like, how did you decide type of
Since you
artist
were watching
are going to
cartoon
be?
when the rest of us were watching Channel.
How did you
I
figure
think-
out? Yeah.
I think for me, like, in terms of the type of artist I wanted to be, I wasn't like specific about, oh, this is the type of artist I want to be.
Mhm.
I just knew that I had a profound respect for music. Like, it wasn't like, for me, it wasn't just like, oh, let's vibe.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, it actually helped me express myself. Like, growing up, I was a very shy kid. Like, I didn't know how to express myself on anything. I would sit alone in class. Like, in a class where everybody's sitting with like people, I would just be alone.
Mm.
And so I kind of like built up a lot of like just thoughts in my head. And then when I got to like make music, that was the first time I got the actual opportunity to like express myself. So like for me, I never played around with it. It wasn't
You took it seriously
I
from
took
jump.
it very seriously from the jump because it was like, okay, this thing, like, it can change my mood. Like what you were saying about church. Like it can change your emotion. Like I can go from sad to happy.
I have a serious question I want to ask you, but before that, I want to just point out about how you said, music allows you to express your emotions. Talk to me about what you're expressing in Mona Lisa.
So here's the funny thing.
Okay.
It's a funny thing.
Yeah, let's laugh. Ha
Here's
ha
the thing,
ha.
right? When I made the entire project, right, Love and Attention project, I remember before it dropped, Mona Lisa did not touch that project till a month before the project dropped.
Mm-hmm.
We had already submitted the entire project with a different song that was not Mona Lisa. And I didn't want Mona Lisa on the project because I thought it was too playful. It didn't go. If you hear all the songs in the project, you can hear the expression.
Yeah.
And you can hear that, okay, line by line, this guy is putting out, every line meant something.
Yeah.
Then you get to that song. And I remember when I even made it, it was like, Saz was playing beats. I started freestyling. He said, oh, if you can make it and I like it, I'll give you the beats. I was like, okay, man, let me go and record. And I just recorded and I was vibing. That's the one song I was vibing. And that now happened to be
So
the
that
song
was your
because-
true expression just coming out.
No, I think all the other songs were my true expression just coming out.
Okay.
Funny enough, right? Because I made the beginning of Mona Lisa separately from the end, from the second verse. When you hear the second verse, you can really hear me expressing myself.
Yeah.
Because when, at the beginning, it was just in the moment of Saz saying, do this, I just vibed the vibes that I was, and it went apparently. And then I did that up until like Majo Mona Lisa. And then we just left the song aside. And then at some point, we're trying to like finish the EP and was like, okay, let's like go back to that song, let's touch it. Then the second verse was where you can now hear me like, I'm no longer vibing. I'm
I like the
expressing
second verse.
myself.
Okay, so
Were you surprised
go
by how
down
it
on
did?
you with Hakoka
That's
body.
what
It's not
I
your
don't
true.
know. I was trying to get into it.
It's not your true.
Let's talk
promise
about
you.
the true expression.
You know what's funny? I wish
inside the song.
I wish I genuinely had
Because
like
the
the
way
voice
I
note.
say it is as if the other song so intentional. This one is just so that means your true colors were just out of the abundance.
No,
They're
like
just coming out.
honestly, it's like
Mhm.
in that moment,
That's what
You
you're
were just
thinking
having a
about.
good time.
I was just having a good time.
Mhm.
Like literally, like I was just
No,
having
fair
a good
enough.
time.
It's all
with
part of it. You was thinking about the nature.
the nature. You said you had a serious question to ask.
I don't remember now.
You can't remember? Okay.
But
Can't be
actually,
that
were you
serious,
surprised by how Mona Lisa then did? Because you added it. the
Yes,
end.
I can't lie because
Really?
What do you
Yeah.
think it will be? I'm curious. The song.
what did I think
As in out of that project, what do you think the song would be? Like that would be your big one.
from the project?
Mm.
If Mona Lisa
Yeah,
was not
Like
it
if
wasn't Mona Lisa.
when you because obviously you added Mona Lisa at the end, but before
Yeah.
that, what did you think it was gonna be?
honestly, personally, I don't know why I thought it was gonna be Tonongo.
Fair.
And then even SARS thought it was going to be Tonongo.
Really?
Yeah, that's why
The
we
thing
dropped
is,
it.
we love
It was the only
nonsense
single.
so much
It was the
that
only single.
Mm.
So that's why we dropped it as a single because we felt
Yeah.
okay, this is the strongest one.
Huh.
Like it's the most unique, it's the most.
You see
But
why
that's the-
when you
You
tell
see why
artists,
you
oh, you
say
people,
you
But I
need-
think
we love rubbish.
No, but we're thinking as creative.
Fair,
That's why.
fair,
That's the
fair.
reason why you always need A&R.
yeah, you just need
Because
people.
The A&Rs now they will just hear. They'll be like, "See, what this one they are playing? You are saying it makes sense, so and that's cool. But you see this one that you don't
Fair.
like.
Yeah.
This is it.
fair, but to be fair to you, you do like lyrics do mean something to you,
Yeah.
it's obvious. And I like somebody like you, but I really, really like Falling.
Yeah, we actually played it yesterday, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, this is actually
I
my
really,
favorite
really like
one
it.
of your.
And I wanted to ask
Jams.
for you as somebody who like writes their own music and creates. I mean, it's fun to I like because I'm a thespian and an artist.
Here we go.
Thespian.
Here we go.
And an artist.
It's
You
the
know,
thespian
somehow
for me.
we always get back to this nonsense
Sure.
point.
I'm a thespian and an artist, and so I like to ask my colleagues about their process in creating in creating like music that you like and like what you like to speak to. So your vibe is more like your tempo is not like as
Yeah.
fast. Your vibe is a bit more relaxed, slower, and I enjoy it. But with songs like Somebody Like You or Falling that are just not as fast, I want to know like what the process is. Do you enter the studio and you know what you want to do already, or do you need people to play? So like Bella Shmurda said that his producers that will come and play things for him as he's hearing it.
Then
It's like,
he'll be,
okay.
yeah.
But some people have an idea before they go into the studio. I need to ask, like, what's your own process? Because you write love songs. So what's that process
I
like?
think it's a mix for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes I know what I want to talk about.
So like with Falling, did you have it before?
No. So Falling, it was like when I heard the beat, it just felt sweet. Like that was just all that was in my mind was like, yeah, this is just colorful, sweet,
Yeah.
tender.
Mm.
And that was what I just kind of like expressed like on the song.
Mm.
But like with somebody like you, for example, and that's one of the reasons why I enjoy working with SARS.
Mm.
We almost always start with intention.
Okay.
So it's like, well, let's make a song that
Yeah.
is like this,
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
or a song that.
What was the intention
is
for
this
that
and
one?
that. But for somebody like you, so initially I came to him and I was looking for something different. That was just like the main thing because I remember we worked on like a lot of songs, but like, and at the point of me recording the song, it was I'm a piano up tempo
Yeah.
craze.
Mm-mm-mm.
And I was like, I need something that's just like, something that's just like out of pocket, but would still be able to like sit and you still be able to hear it and be like, okay, this is mad.
Yeah.
So he was playing like different instrumentals and then he played like the beat for somebody like you. And immediately he said, like he played it. The first thing that came to my mind was, Summertime in Abuja.
Summertime in Abuja. What happened to Hamatan?
So
What happened to
So-
dry season?
now here's the thing. Like I said, I like to express.
Oh no, please
my
don't take me
real-
serious.
No, don't take it seriously at all. It's just funny to me like that, like as in inspirationally, what came to you is when he's so hot in that nonsense
Yeah,
Abuja
but it's like there's a story behind it.
for your story.
Yeah.
Fair,
Mhm.
fair.
Which is what I kind of like explain up onto a point before I get to what if I gave you love to my ceiling. I recorded that part separately. So that was about a whole different situation.
So like a lot of times you're
Oh,
drawing. No,
do you
no.
mean-
So you're drawing from. Let's get into it. You're drawing from. So is there one babe that when they start saying summertime in Abuja says no, this stupid boy. I was there. So there's somebody sitting down that remembers this summertime that you're
It
discussing.
was even at my show.
Oh, wonderful
The
stuff.
first time I performed the
so
song.
much love it.
it was hilarious because like
Did she know?
yeah, it was hilarious because
So are you one of those guys?
I'd have scattered that
was-
show. Give me mic.
He did not call me back. I don't know what to
Give
say.
me mic.
no,
So
but-
you write from
From experience.
from experience.
I need to have something or else
Wow, your
You
babes,
hear
your
it.
purpose babes must be so they
that's
must
when you
wind
hear things
themselves
like,
a
"Put on my
lot.
commanding like zombie, put on me."
Oh, so that's also
Because
from your
it's-
experience.
I'm not
No, speak
Okay,
on
that's
it.
from your experience.
Speak on it.
no because I'm
Eh,
just
no,
saying that,
what?
like, at that point that's when I'm vibing.
Okay.
When I'm speaking from experience.
Oh,
That's when you hear
that
someone
was a
talking
that was a
Abuja.
great little segue.
Oh, well
there.
done. Let's clap for it. Let's clap for it. Well done.
That's
well
a
done,
great
well
Don't
done.
save.
fucking kill me,
I
bro.
so much love that from you.
No, but really though.
But how are you enjoying? I know it sounds like a stupid question, but how are you enjoying like being an artist, like the actual? Because you have your dream.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanna. I'm gonna wanna. But what's it like? Like, what do you are you enjoying it? Is it confusing? Is it exciting?
Also, is it what you expected?
Yes and no.
Burial.
Yes, in the sense that like life is fast.
Mm.
What
Is
I
it blur,
expected.
Abi?
Okay, you
Bro.
can't see
This
the
weekend is a
nature.
blur.
Bro, the life is fast. Like it is fun.
Mm.
I like traveling. I like performing.
Yeah.
So it is fun. Where it is a no is the way I saw it. Like there was more enjoyment in it than I thought.
What do you mean?
So like take for example, I mean this is just me and my perspective.
Mhm.
Doesn't apply to everybody.
Mm.
But
Allegedly.
allegedly.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
But like when you're an artist, it comes with a lot of temptations. Like you see a lot of
Mhm.
things, right? But the way I see it, I don't mean to touch those things.
I see.
Like you can see them, but don't touch it.
I see. Preach on, Pastor.
So it's like there was a lot of things that I saw, and then it was like, so this is going down. But I'm very sure that the artists then that I was looking at, they were smart enough to not touch it.
Mm.
And that's why they became the artists.
So
that
there's just a lot more temptation than you realized.
it's not like there's a lot more temptation. You are not meant to touch it. So me, I thought I would enter and I would touch
Oh, you
it.
thought you enjoy all those
I
things.
thought I would just
once,
enter and it's like,
yeah,
You can just,
can just ball
you're
out.
like
Yeah.
babes everywhere. So, babes. But
Do
it's
you-
like when you have 100 girls talking to you, that's when you actually need to now become a very disciplined person. Know how you're moving.
Yeah.
Know who you're talking to. Like you can't. A lot of times you see like, when you're outside and you see lifestyle and you're like, blah, 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 oh my God, this thing is crazy. One day I will reach there, and then you reach there and you're like, that's not the pattern. You're not here to have fun. You're working, you're a brand, so you need to be a brand. So like you're not going to the club and drinking and showering and move away. Like it's just different. Like there's a lot more discipline involved than a lot of people
Is that
think.
because you are choosing discipline? Because many artists are going to the club and
And I
drinking and
think
showering and having 100 babes and is,
And I think that for me was the thing of just like what me I would want, because if I indulge in all these things too much, it would affect what I truly want out of life. I'm the type of person I want to have a family. I want to have like a wife. I want to have kids. I don't want to come to my wife with 100 bodies on my body. Like
That's so interesting.
yeah.
I would
It
never
was
have
fair
thought you'd say
enough.
that.
no, but it's
Especially
just-
a lover boy like you, like that Falling is a song that
I feel like
someone who really wants to whine you can
Don't-
use just that song
see,
to finish your
don't
life.
confuse lover boys with hoes. There's a
No,
lot
I'm
of
not
niggas that's just
confusing
hoes. They
them.
just
I'm
like
not
girls.
confusing
And see,
them.
you know what? I'm not gonna call them hoes. There's a lot of niggas that just like girls. It's not like they are lover boys. It's not
No,
like they
I'm
want
talking
to
about
be.
actual lover boys. It's very different from people who are pants. Like you're into pants.
Who do you know that is a pants?
Many
Name them.
your colleagues.
Who is my colleague?
You have quite a few.
You have a
No, but I
number of
just I don't know
colleagues.
why I just assume that because what you do hear a lot when you are around people that are artists, and it's not just musicians. It's just you want to, there's this idea of like enjoying your life in
Yeah.
any way you can to the maximum. So it's not even
Because
just
it's like
about
you
like,
have this time.
it might be like
Life is
money or
long, oh.
create.
It's very interesting that you have this.
I just know. I don't know.
perspective.
I do find it interesting that like one of the things that's top of mind for you is like discipline and figuring out when and how you want to move. Not in a bad way, it's just interesting.
So here's the thing. I had to experience it to know that this is not
Okay,
what
fair.
do you get? Like, it's not like from the jump when I came in. Like,
I was gonna say that because that's a very
no, like,
interesting
at the end of the day, like, I don't think I know anybody like that did not indulge. You will indulge.
Yeah.
But like, you just need to like, I had to get to a point where I was just like, okay.
Well, and was it internal or was it like, did anybody like your guys
sit you
or
down like,
was
guy,
anybody
what are
like,
you doing?
what are you doing? Or was it like more internal?
It wasn't. I mean, there was. I remember having one conversation with my manager where it was like, "What's the situation here with this particular situation?" And I didn't have an explanation. And it was like, even myself, and I started to now like, okay. And then over time, as time just passes, you're just looking around more. And you just pay attention more. And you just start to see that, okay, it's a game. Obviously, like it's like it's a game.
Yeah.
It's different when you are in and everything is happening.
Yeah,
It
you're
might
getting
take you a
carried
while.
away.
It might take you a while for you to now see, oh wait, it's a game. And that's just like the one thing that I know that like hit me different, because obviously like being an upcoming artist, I saw like a lot of what I would regard as like blown artists.
Yeah.
And they walk into the club and you're like, oh my God, look at them, look at all these girls, look at all these things going on, this and that is going on, blah, 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 blah. But it's like, that was never the mission. That guy probably popped out for an hour just to get inspiration to run back into the studio. Like the ones that are really
about it
and that are still here from the time when those ones they're not playing around. Though.
Fair.
Everything was a job, like his own job, and you have to move like that, like as an artist. Like it's not fun.
Speaking of not fun, the business side of being a musician or being an artist, because there's the fun side, there's like fashion and videos and all
There's
of that
enjoyment.
comes out. There's enjoyment, but there's the business side and figuring out how to grow your career. Do you, because your single, it wasn't your first single, but the single that like propelled you into limelight was huge.
Yeah.
It was very, very big. Does that come with like pressure to just to stay like that?
Yeah.
So
how did you manage it?
Shout out to TMXO, right? I remember when I first dropped my EP. When I dropped the EP first time anybody even heard. I don't think it was when I dropped the EP. I think it was when I dropped Tonongo, the first single of the EP. He came to me and we had a conversation, very brief conversation. He probably forgot about this conversation, but I kept it in my mind. It was like, don't forget that, like, because I think I'd had a conversation with him about how I want my career to be, and I wanted it to be long. That was like the main thing. I was just like, I want a career that lasts. I don't just want to be like in and out. And then he quickly just told me something and said, you need to understand that like when it comes to music, it's like this, like it's not a straight wave. You're not always going to be on the incline. There would always be like the ups and the downs, and you need to just know how to maneuver that. Because once you start to panic when you're in a down, or you get too excited when you're in an up, that's where you start to like lose yourself. So from the jump, obviously I didn't know how. None of us knew how big Mona Lisa was going to be.
Yeah.
But when it first happened, there was a point where I was just like, okay, so how do you
maintain? Yeah.
And then it was only after like some time of just like constantly trying, where I was just like, you know what? Just let it be. Like, just be yourself. Do the same things you did. And what's crazy is that shortly after that, I recorded like Moto, which ended up being like the biggest song on my next project. And like, it was like, I just got to a point after that. I just go, especially like with like the Chris Brown feature, which was another high again. And it's like, I just started to realize that, okay, this more than anything, like it's God at work. Like it's like there's a lot of things that are out of your control. So it's a very spiritual thing, like in a lot of ways. So it's like, you can't think about highs, lows, all those things. What's most important, my tunnel vision is just on me and my fans.
Making sure you have
my fan base.
Yeah.
Once I know I have my community of people that, okay, we are here today, let's move out. Boom. Filled up. We're there today, let's move out. Filled up.
How do you think about like community? Because some artists are like super, super intentional about like me and my fans, and other people are, it's just, you don't really have interaction with your. For example, when you burst out funny, you sent. I thought we were very special. I said, Lojay sent me flowers. Wow, that's crazy. Come to find out there was nobody in Lagos who did not give the flower. I almost took the flower away. I said, just imagine the rubbish.
First of all, there were a lot of people that did not get the flowers.
Nah, so.
Wait. Secondly,
I just thought, wow, that's so nice.
I actually sat down. We actually picked out everybody that wanted to get the flowers, and I gave handwritten notes. Why did you see it?
I saw the notes. Exactly. I saw the note. Who was it that dropped? Was it that dropped my flower?
Did thou not read
No, there was one. I can't remember his name. I said, is it that wrote this thing? He came to my house. I said, guy, don't lie. Yeah, this is your handwriting.
Shout out to ChatGPT.
This is your handwriting. I said, this is your handwriting because I was feeling so special. I said, oh wow, he sent us flowers. I just opened the Instagram. I saw that.
Thank you, Lojay.
I said, so is everybody that he sent the nonsense flower?
Did you like it?
I said, please.
Did you not like it?
It just became.
Did you not like it?
I'm asking to say. It was fine. It was fine. It was all right. Like, it was fine. Whatever. Honestly. I feel like you should have given everybody one day so that at least for that day.
You feel special.
Do you know what I mean?
You know what's crazy? The flowers of the died.
Flower, no, just do flower of the day now. Because you can't actually imagine. I said, oh wow, Lojay sent me flowers. I just open the Instagram like this every 2 minutes. Oh, thank you so much for Lojay money now. Wow, you see men.
No.
Oh, what a shame.
I care, that's why.
Yeah, so
I do care.
But in terms of like growing in the industry, did you start? Sorry, I asked people who, like, for lack of a better term, had a backup. So in terms of like, you went to school and you went to university. No, it's true. I always wonder like how your family feels about your career. Like, were they? Did you ever talk to them about it, or did you just
like? Did everybody know you were going? Yeah, as in this one is headed into.
I think my mom knew. My mom just knew that like this guy, because like I said, I was very shy. It seemed like they didn't know what I wanted to do till my mom saw me with like drums. Cause like I learned, I'm self-taught with like drums. And I think I was about 8 or 10 the first time. My dad bought me one drum when I was small before, but I just started. I was just playing around. And then in church one time, like I said, 8, 10, I just literally sat on the drums and I just started drumming. Yeah. And I was like playing a beat that was like right on
consistent,
beat. Yeah. That was the first time that my mom was just like,
there's something there.
But then it wasn't like, I wasn't trying to be an artist.
Yeah.
Because even shortly after that, I remember being in JSS1. Maybe I was around 10, because around JSS1 I was like 10. I wrote this song and I just crumbled up the paper. Like, it was like 4 lines. And I threw it outside the window. I was like, nah, music is not for me, man. Like, I'm not going to. And then later, out of curiosity, because someone asked me, I heard you do music, is it true? I wanted to know who asked the guy. Like, who asked you? He was saying, no, just answer, just tell me. I'm like, okay, yes, but who asked you? I'm saying, who told you? He was not like, oh, don't worry, that we should go to another class, make music. That's how we're just on the table, just drumming and he was rapping. I was like, damn, this guy can rap. Like, he bust my brain, like, in a moment. Because then I was not like, it kind of like reignited like the fire. Like, let me try again. But then one thing that he did that was, I kind of picked up from, and that was where I kind of really started to like take the music differently, was he was very expressive. Like, he was a very expressive like rapper. And he was just like talking.
Did that person go into music?
No.
Interesting.
He did. But he stopped. He just had like life, man.
Yeah.
Like, life was just, that's why, like, to today I always say, man, there's so much grace that has to do with like music. Like, nobody's here because they are the best.
Yeah.
Like, I can't express it enough. Bro, artists day. Like, bro, singers day. Like, vocalists day. But there's just like a certain grace because he was talented. Like, but now just life and everything, the music was not even suiting him again.
Yeah.
And things just like went different for him.
So were your parents like excited when you started doing music, or they're like, what was this one? Like, when you started doing it professionally?
My dad wasn't buying that shit.
When they heard Mona Lisa, how did they feel?
Funny enough, they didn't even have to hear Mona Lisa. My dad, there was a song I dropped before I even met SARS.
Yeah.
That was kind of like on the radio. Then my dad now called me and told me that one of his friends heard me on the radio. That is it true? Something that I was not like, oh yeah, that like I just dropped a song, blah, blah, this and I say, hey. So the music is going. I was just like, and then it wasn't really like, I just felt like, okay, he's just curious.
Yeah.
He just wants to say, okay, is he working or is he not working? But my mom from day one, she just knew because, so I was around my mom a lot more. My dad wasn't really, not like he wasn't around, but like travel, travel, come back. And then, but my mom would see me like actually like making music. The first time like I sang in the church, for example, I used to play the drums in the church. And one day out of nowhere, the choir master just said, "You are taking the the offering songs today." I'm like, huh? Like, what do you mean? Next day she said, "No, I've heard you sing.
Oh.
And that you're going to do it." I'm like, "No, I've never sang like before."
Yeah.
So I would only sing in the shower. And there was one corner in my church where like during like the first service, nobody would be there. So I'll just go there and I'll just sing it like randomly. So she had heard me sing like at a point. And she just held on to that and just said, "I'm going to sing." One of the scariest moments of my life, man. Because my mom, she was a pastor. She was just there. She was watching. So that was kind of like, yeah. That was where I was just like, that was kind of where she first saw that this guy really has like a thing for music. And I produce as well. So like, round the clock, my house.
Good. Let's talk about production.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh,
let's talk about production.
Oh,
how do you feel about recording a new tag as a producer that I will record it?
I don't have a producer tag.
Okay, very good. Very good and fine. How do you feel about us developing one?
A producer tag.
You will develop it. I will just be like the voice.
Like a producer tag.
Sure. Absolutely.
I have a lot of producer friends. If you need a tag.
I say your own. Don't worry about the friends. I've already asked them.
I'm not producing.
She's not lying. She's asked
Trust me, I've asked a lot.
I know.
Lyric Ella. Rage Ella. She has asked. Don't worry.
You're wicked.
Rage has been whining me since that.
Say that, Ella.
Rage.
Lyric, we accosted him in the studio.
Rage said, FK, we're not supposed to record
this.
I said,
outside right now, man.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
You don't want a tag.
Like a producer, even if I was going to start producing for people, I wouldn't put my...
Okay, what about for yourself?
I don't...
Okay, what about like an artist tag?
I don't have an artist tag.
Okay, it's not about if you have one.
My voice is my tag. I can't even...
Oh my God. Well, I said my voice should be your tag. You say your voice is your tag.
Once you hear my voice, you kind of just know.
Oh my God.
What if people are not hearing well?
Thank you.
So she has to clarify.
What if they don't know?
So
and I have to say...
If you cannot hear well, you cannot hear the tag.
I'll say it now. And then when I say it, then they will know that...
When you see the tag.
Yes.
But they cannot hear.
Oh, no, they will hear my own.
You say they don't hear.
This is what I don't like about all these things.
They will hear her own.
So you're not into the tag?
I can't lie, man. I don't want him.
Okay, what about putting my name in a song? What's the face you're doing now?
I'm very particular about that.
You started, though.
Meaning what?
I've only said 2 names.
It's
in
like
songs.
you don't know who I am.
I've literally only said 2 names.
Who
are they? Okay, who is
Okay.
it to she? Now, what about mine in the next song? So it will be 3. When you go to that place, you say, I've only said 3 names.
Oh my
This
God.
is honestly my...
I can't lie. The second one, I regretted it, so I'm not doing it again. Like, I ain't do that no more. Like,
What? I don't understand. It reached my turn. You
I
now
ain't
say
do
you're
that
not
shit
doing it.
no more.
Give it a chance. What
Okay,
you know,
okay, I have
let me
another
tell you
idea.
thing. What
I
you
can't
know
lie.
is that
See,
you won't regret it.
I can't lie. I only put her name because she tatted my name on her hand.
Ah.
That's the reason why I put the song. I put her name in the song.
I can do henna.
So it felt like 50-50. No. I'm not asking you to do it.
No, what
I'm just saying
is,
that like that's
I
how
can do
hard
henna.
it is.
It'll be there for like
A couple of weeks.
3 weeks. Then it will go. So when the song comes out, it will be there.
What do you think of writing a breakup song? Stay
For her.
with me. No, not for her. I don't know who it's for. Do we know your life?
No,
I don't know who it's for. But you know those things where they will play
Like
a
the person,
voice note.
Oh my God,
Cussing out,
saying you're
shouting.
such a bit. This
Honestly,
I can't do
I can't
that.
lie.
We can do it.
We can do it.
Don't play with me.
I'm actually not joking. That
do it.
We can
skit,
do it.
that insult skit. Fuck you. This one, I would do it.
Don't play with me.
I'm telling you, this is my calling. I'm so serious. This is
100%.
ask them. This is actually my whole life has been leading up to this.
No, because
No,
I can't even
actually
lie.
been leading up to this one. And you people don't take me seriously. I saw
can't
that
even
nonsense
lie.
rage
I have
somewhere. What
one
did he tell me?
thing.
I said, how far? He said, don't worry, we'll record now.
Do you
I
have a
said,
good American accent?
I'm British.
Oh, you don't like you don't like Ogologo.
No, so the Ogologo is killing
No,
me,
I'm
bro.
British.
Like,
I have a British accent. Trust me to work.
no, you have to use an American
No,
accent.
no, forget those
You
ones.
just
need
They
American.
won't believe it. You two,
He
you
doesn't
grew
want
up
to
in
hear.
England.
Doesn't want to hear Lojay, your father's father.
No, but really though.
Or you just want a people pie. It will go. No, I'm British. Don't worry. I can give
Can
you
you
a
speak
British
Yoruba?
accent.
You
I
mad
can.
Yoruba?
I can. That's what I'm saying.
You go dey
Try
insult
me out.
Yes,
Try
you
me
actually
out.
be crazy.
I think it can really work.
Yeah. And
But
if
like-
my own is
but like,
bad,
you
if my own
say
is
it-
bad, I'm a thespian, so I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why. Ask
Do you know
about
that?
us.
Wait,
I feel like you people
ask
in the
about
music
us.
industry,
You
none
guys
of you
are
are
like-
actually like taking us seriously. This is like the 10th. You, what the last person we asked
AG.
again? Ira, AG, Faz.
What-
Nobody has answered
What did
us.
AG say?
He laughed. Okay.
Do you know that I was even inside?
Oh,
I was
hey, hold
inside Faz's house. They were recording him, chills. I said, okay, let me just. They said, where are you going?
If they don't trust you, why would I
should
trust
come
you?
back
You don't
Now,
trust
why will
me.
I approach the studio? What else today? I said, wow, guys, even as friends, can't just vibe.
No.
Because they want to vibe with my studio. So these are the challenges
If I
I'm
say no
having.
to you, I'm saying I have to
Actually.
say kind of have to like
No, that's
That boy does
different.
not have
Fouls,
sense.
AG,
No!
Ira.
Oh, don't
Uh-uh.
use Ira. Don't use her own.
Wait. Why
she
did
had
Ira
a
say no?
different
Because Ira is
target.
very nice. So why did she say no? to
Ira
you?
had a different
Like-
target audience.
As your-
It's a Gen Z issue.
But they cannot see your face.
No, it's not about that.
I don't like the way
Just
you're
free
taking this
Ira
thing.
zone.
now.
It works with you.
He works with me.
Yeah,
Why?
I've realized that
Don't worry
everyone
about that.
else
Is she toxic?
everyone else that we asked, it wasn't right for them. But like you, perfect.
It's going to be amazing.
I'm
It might not
telling
be
you.
right for me. Oh.
It
It
is.
might not be right for
I
me.
say it's right for you.
God has told us. It's
Eh?
I'm
right.
telling you.
You just call AG.
Oh, forget AG. Do you see what I'm saying? You don't need to talk to detractors.
Not detractors.
You don't need to
Genuinely.
talk to-
So
And
wait,
see,
would
it's
I be a
actually really
detractor?
bad. That day, Bridge and AG were recording a song. We said, oh yeah, now. Let's just do it quickly.
They no agree.
Z.
Then I don't trust you.
No, don't worry.
No, you guys, you don't
That was before we
understand.
had more experience. Now
Thank
we are
you.
experienced.
You know, also a prophet is never welcome. Those are our friends.
Those are
They
our
don't-
friends. They don't
They don't rate us
us
as people. They
You have an
rate
American
our
accent.
friends.
from where?
Yeah,
You know, they are different. They are different
Ogologo.
regions.
Is it you on a southern?
Ogologo
They are
accent.
different regions. Mm.
No.
I know. I have different ones.
It's the test. She's a thespian.
Yeah,
so she keep
exactly.
on-
You
I'm a
don't need a
thespian.
thespian. It's not authentic.
Okay. Oh.
There's a friend of mine that would
I
die
am
watching
true.
this. Man.
Let me tell you something. I am true to the cause. So you're not taking this seriously. You don't look like you're taking it seriously, and it's concerning to me. Anthony, write it down.
That's not Anthony.
Where's Anthony?
Anthony's.
Anthony should write
Where is
it
he?
down. Where is he? I thought it was
So
Anthony.
wait, you
Who's
thought this was Anthony?
I thought he's
Who's this?
Anthony.
No, that's my assistant, Christian.
Okay, Christian, write it down.
Christian, please write it
Christian,
down.
please write down. Does it?
You
Do
don't
you have his
pass my assistant
calendar?
name now.
I bet put it tomorrow, like 11 a.m. Reminder. I'm free.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm free to meet up for recording.
For recording.
Yes,
Sure.
now.
Oh,
We can just vibe. Let's just
Then,
You know,
see what you were saying you are doing with that boy in the
I'm
classroom.
moving houses.
Eh,
You know, like there's no studio space. It's like shit.
from Ogologo.
Bro,
Christian, schedule me in. Let me give you my email. Put me.
No, but,
Schedule.
no, okay, but no, but seriously, like your career is going pretty well, and you seem to be enjoying your. I hope you're enjoying yourself.
I am. I
Yeah.
can't even lie. Especially from last year, I really learned how to enjoy myself.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
But do you still have like friends? Do you still have do you have the same group of friends, or have
Yeah.
you made new friends? Or?
Same group of people, same team from
Mm.
the jump.
I think he means like friends, like people who keep you grounded, not team. Or are your friends your team?
My team.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Oh, nice. That's
So
How
really
does that work? Does that ever get like
weird.
Not with the specific people I work with.
Okay.
So it's like I'm very particular about like who I work with, because I'm a kind of person, once I lock in with someone, I lock in. I don't like breakups.
So you don't want to lock in with me? That's what you're saying.
Oh,
Huh?
God.
Eh?
Oh, God.
Why are you coughing?
I need water.
So you don't want to lock it. Okay, in your specificity, you can't work with me. Is that
My
what you're
phone.
saying?
Oh, damn.
What's happening to your phone?
Oh. Did
What
it?
are you looking for?
I thought it was ringing.
So,
you know that
okay.
ghost
No, I'm
vibration.
getting you. Don't worry. When you see how we cut this podcast for disgrace.
Now, don't worry now.
Keep going.
You just be there. You just say, I moved to Ogologo. Don't worry now.
See,
Please
it's
help
okay.
me. No
Let
career.
everybody-
You will just be hearing jaga
Things
jaga.
that you do not say.
Jaga,
you
we'll just
use the
Mix it.
Scatter.
I bought her a fake ring. You what?
Let me ask you a question. Are you people? Are you throwing shade?
No.
You sure?
What we're saying to you
Don't
is that
worry.
Be honest.
because you don't want to
Don't worry.
work with us.
Be honest. Are you throwing shade?
Are
How can we
you?
throw
No,
it?
since we're trying to get opportunity from you, you say we're throwing
You
shit.
guys feel like you're not being honest.
Okay. Oh.
About working with
We'll be
you.
honest in the studio.
So we are not an honest bunch.
Okay. Oh. Stop this thing.
Anyway, what I was saying was that, yes. So now, like, this is the question I asked about community. Then I said, how do you view like artists and community? Because I think there are different types of the artists that take it very seriously, where like they find ways to kind of really, they're very, very fan, my community people. And the artists that, they're just artists. Anyway, you see the music, your own. How do you see like building community fan base?
To be honest, I think I'm transitioning from being just an artist to like being more community based.
How?
Just like having like a lot of stuff I do centered around my fans.
Mhm.
now.
Okay.
So it's like from falling to somebody like you, a lot of like the rollouts were like very like
Your sessions and stuff.
yeah, sessions and stuff like that, just to like involve like my fan base. And that's kind of been one of like the best things for me just as an artist.
Right.
Because that's kind of where I started to really understand that, like, I mean, as an artist that like it's really you and your fans.
Mhm.
But like it's different when you really now start creating that connection and that engagement, and you're seeing the fan base like grow like in real time. Like for example, like I remember when I dropped like somebody like you, we put out like just a small like RSVP
Yeah.
for like the show and everything, and what was meant to be like 200 people ended up getting like over like 1,000 like
Oh,
different-
wow.
in the space of like I think it was like a day or 2 days or something
Mhm.
like that. And just being able to like see that in real time and see them in real time and connect with them in real time,
Yeah.
like it just changes even how I make music now is different, because now I'm making music and I'm thinking about them. Like it's like, how are we going to sing the song? How are we going to like experience
Yeah.
this music and like the whole show and stuff like that? But I think it gives more of a sense of purpose as an artist when you really create like a relationship with your fans, because it's like, okay, these are the people that
make everything. Yeah.
Okay. Your Christian is signaling at us because you guys need to get the studio ready for us.
Yeah.
So you have to
Okay.
go soon.
Christian, have you collected my email?
But before you go, I want to ask, like, if someone is like, oh, I want to be like Lojay, I want to write songs for the gals, like, love songs. Okay. After Feyikemi does my tag, what are 3? Like, if you're like, this is like you 3 things you want to write, like a madass song. Like, these are the 3 things you need to think about.
Yeah.
oh wow.
3.
1, I'm not a professional. People should just
After how many years?
I can't believe
take what
you
I'm
say
saying
I'm
with
a
a grain of
professional.
salt.
Yeah, what?
So this is what I would say, right? If I was to give somebody like just 3 tips.
Mhm.
1, your entire song hangs on your chorus. Like your entire song hangs on your chorus. So like if you don't have your hook or like a big chorus and leading to a hook or whatever, if you don't have that hook section, you don't have a song.
Okay.
And if you have that hook section and you don't even finish everything, you can end up with maybe like an artist jumping on the verse And most of the time, most of us, we always hail the guy that did the hook more. Most of the time. But then number 2, don't think about what is trending. A lot of people, like, sometimes I hear like music and it's like, I can see you reaching for the lamba that everybody's saying.
Yeah.
It's like you're just trying to say that word because people say it. Those things that you are thinking in your mind that, but nobody says it, that's what you should say. Like, more than anything. Like, I don't want to give any specific examples, but I think if you're an artist, you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, if you're writing music and you see yourself leaning to that travailler, for example, which is a word that a lot of people use, and I'm not saying it's wrong. You can use it and make it work. But if you see yourself leaning towards that, try and push yourself to kind of find something different. That will probably rhyme with like travailler, but like,
don't use it as a crutch. Just
exactly. Just because everybody's using it. And number 3, which I think is probably the second most important thing after your chorus, and probably, actually, I would say this is the most important thing with your music making process. Be honest with yourself. Like, say the truth to a fault. Like,
you mean in the music?
In the music, like, say the truth so much so that even you hear the song and you're like, because a lot of times that's what people react to. It's like that thing that he said that you wouldn't say, or you probably thought about it, but you just haven't said it to yourself. And you're just holding it in. One person I know that's very good at doing that is Central C. Like, he's honest to a fault. Like, to a point where it's like, the whole Doja line, for example, like, a lot of people have most likely thought about it, but they just didn't think, it's probably like,
say it.
Like, if I say this outside, people will probably be like,
problem,
whoa. And a lot of times I hear a lot of artists and it's like, you came to me to beg me to listen to your song. Like, and I listen to your song. And you're talking about how, like, you're trapping and you have money and you have this and you have that.
Whereas you live in a good logo.
But like, that's not your reality.
Fair.
And it's like, a lot of people, like, it's like, maybe because they don't want to accept their reality at the moment. They don't want to write about it. But whereas a lot of people, it's that story of a boy that is just trying to make it from like the trenches, quote unquote, like that people are going to relate to. And like, what is it like, love from the trenches? Like, you're trying to make a love song, for example, and everybody wants to talk about how you buy her this and you buy her this. But it's like, maybe first talk about how you can't afford. But like, you're still probably scraping the ground to probably try to to make a way for
so
her
just
to be
honesty.
happy.
Yeah.
Dangerous honesty.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Just a quick question. I'm very curious.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you prefer, like, not obviously you have to do all, but are you like more settled when you're recording or performing?
To be honest, I would say when I'm recording, because till now, even in front of like 100, like a crowd of 100 people, I still get nervous.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I'm not a natural extrovert. Like, I'm naturally an introvert. I'm naturally shy. People scare me. But I've kind of had to learn to become to just come out of my shell and become very confident, like, not confident, but comfortable.
When you're performing.
Speaking, not even just performing, just speaking to people. Because a big part of performing is actually just communicating with your fans.
Yeah.
And one thing I always see, when I see an artist that's shy, they breeze through the entire set. They don't even want to talk to nobody because they're most likely scared to have that conversation. And all those little things, like, makes a very big difference, in my opinion.
Fair. So, your latest single,
Yes,
somebody
ma'am.
like you, where can people find it?
Everywhere. on logo.
From a logo to the world.
Nah, don't kill me. But Spotify, Apple Music, On all streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms. All right.
Lovely.
So everybody, thank you to Lojay for coming.
Thank you. See you in the studio shortly.
Wait, who did it?
Sorry?
We did that.
We did it.
Can I show them?
They've seen it before. But
Yeah, you can. Feel free.
Guys, this was always been on table. All this while.
For sure.
The bash of the year.
You should have come.
Yeah, actually.
Was I invited? No.
You'd have had a good. It's because
Why
I
was I not
didn't. You
invited?
didn't
You didn't
invite
allow
me
us
to
to the
record.
tag,
No,
no.
no.
No. And I gave you flower.
No,
And
this
I
was
give you
after.
flowers.
It was
The
after.
flower that I shared with 200 people.
I give you flowers.
That you sent to 200 babes.
No, not 200.
Oh.
The list was like what? Like 50.
It's flower cost.
Excuse me, flower cost.
Fair enough.
No, it was lovely flowers.
But it was lovely.
My point
Thank you so
was,
much.
I was one of many.
Exposure. Wow.
Why did you open it like you were going to read it?
Like, I don't know what you were looking for.
I was gonna read it.
No, please, let's end this thing so you can continue your
open.
argument. But thank you so much for coming. I hope you had a good time.
I did.
I hope you did.
I see that everybody's
Lovely.
smiling.
Yeah, we had a good time too.
I had a great time.
Yeah,
Apart
this
from
was
the
fun.
tag situation, which we'll sort out off camera.
But you guys, as usual, you know what to do. Find the stream somebody like you, and all of Lojay's music is actually
stream
really
all of
fabulous.
Lojay's music.
You can
Wonderful
go.
stuff.
You can message him and say, "Oh yeah, from I said what I
Yeah,
said."
please actually message him and
actually
say,
do that.
Please message him and say,
because I actually had a good time.
Also message him to say that we should be in his next project.
Yeah, very important.
Please don't do that.
Please do that. Like, that's actually very important.
I beg you.
We'll see you
Message
guys.
Christian
Yeah,
also.
yes, message him.
Yeah,
oh.
message Christian.
Message Christian. We'll see you guys next week. Bye. This episode of I Said What I Said was proudly brought to you by Carousel Network. Your hosts are Jola Jules Ayeye and Fekemi FK Abudu. Our producer is Debbie Romeo. Our social media manager is Najite Anira. Our production assistant is Theresa Ajayi. And on audio, we have David Kenny. Our camera assistants are Pascal Honor and Abolade Uluyede. And our guest today is the incredible singer Lojay. This season of I Said What I Said is proudly brought to you by Coins by Bamboo.